where rugby and the world of fantasy sports collide. Welcome to the Fantasy Ruckers Show, bringing fantasy rugby to the masses, talking all things rugby from the MLR to leagues around the world. We're on top of it. Headphones on, pads off. This is the Fantasy Ruckers Show. Now, here are your hosts, Ryan Yee, Matt Yee, and Devin Vanderpool.
What's up, everybody? It is draft day here in the Fantasy Ruckers League. Thank you so much to our Fantasy Ruckers League members, our community members, and everyone else tagging along on this journey of trying to make Fantasy MLR a reality. Matt Yee, Devin, Vandy, Vanderpool. I'm Ryan Yee, and Vandy, it's good to have you back, man. Made the appearance for the live stream. I've had to deal with Maddie here for the past several episodes going through the rankings. We've missed you, man.
Hey, you know what? Like I always say, glad to be back. Not glad to see Matt again, but here we are.
What the heck? Dude, we're 30 seconds into this live stream and you're already putting me down?
Shots fired. Draft day, man. It brings out something different in me.
It really, really does. I can't, it's super exciting to finally come back at draft day. I mean, we've been, breaking down the off season. We've been, so many things have gone throughout the down months in Major League Rugby, from losing a couple teams, gaining a couple teams, losing a couple players, gaining a couple players. And now look, here we are, less than a week away from the start of the 2024 Fantasy MLR season, which means Fantasy MLR is back here. And how exciting is it? Maddie, you've kind of been on the ride for this. We've opened it up to all the public here, and it's been fun to watch. I mean, we have an official, I believe, 4 leagues that are now operating on their own. They're currently in the middle of their drafts right now, going through all those players, but they seem to be enjoying it. And them drafting has only got me more excited that I want to get in on the fun here. We're missing out.
Yeah, we are missing out. And Ryan, relax. You're a rookie in this league. Just remember, this is the pinnacle of the fantasy MLR. And Vandy and I are vets.
Yeah.
Vandy's really good at finishing, at 500 and below.
And you just jump right in the deep end.
And well, what can I say?
Whatever,
I've been curating this thing for quite some time. I feel like I could do it. So it should be all right. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, as commissioner, it's my first year taking part in this thing, which is super, super fun. We got a couple new members in our Fantasy Ruckers League. It's going to be a lot of fun. But hey, before we get into it here, we got all of our league members in the hopper waiting and getting ready to go to make their picks here. But before you are, hey, leave us a comment in the comment section here. We love doing this live stream every single year. Let us know what you think about our picks. Let us know about everything else going on. It should be a lot of fun. And hey, if you aren't already, follow us at the Fantasy Ruckers.
Yeah, we got calls for collusion already going on in the comments.
They haven't called
here.
collusion for 2 years
Fitzy,
now.
Fitzy over here is already pulling out the collusion. Matt McCarthy's already saying that our dating apps aren't working since this is all we got to do on a Friday night.
It is.
I don't know.
It is all we have to do.
We're 5 minutes in.
Well, hey, boys. Cheers, boys, to Friday night drafting here. Hey, a toast to all of our fantasy league members. We're going to have a good night here tonight.
Ryan, look at that glass.
It's a nice one, huh? It's a nice one. Hey, well, we're going to have fun here on draft night. Hey, Fitzy, no collusion here. We're having a lot of fun. So let's get into it for all of us.
Cheers, lads.
Oh, you got your own beer there, Vandy. There you go. Hey, cheers, Steve in there as well in the comments. Well, let's get into it, guys. And let's start breaking down in terms of what is to come here. We broke down the league members and the draft orders there. We're 5 minutes into this thing and we're already off the rails here with the comments coming in. But hey, we determined the draft order. To start off the draft here, Stephen Lowen, our very own community moderator, he got the promotion heading into this season. He made us and curated us a nice little draft video that determined our order here. So we got Hokie of the Dankest Anchors drafting first, Rugby Morning drafting second, and Fitzy, you're talking about collusion here. It seems like you're the colluder. You're somehow getting second pick here in this third year. Rugby Wrap-Up coming in at third, Ruck and Roll at number 4, myself, Supreme Commissioner Yee at number 5.
Andy, have you heard him start calling himself this?
Hey, you ask the people. You ask, look at Steven's comment right there. You read it.
I would make a joke, but we're live.
We are live.
I can't
LaRue,
make that. I can't
behave
make that
yourself.
joke, dude.
Behave yourself. LaRue's Rugby coming at
Matt.
6. Eagles overseas coming at 7. Stephen Lowen's Feral Hippies at number 8. Vandy, you got the 9 pick. The Ruck and Goat at number 9. And Lads on Tour. John at number 10. We do have to make a quick announcement, though. John decided that Sevens Rugby is more important than fantasy. Oh, my God, Maddie, stop it. John decided that Sevens was more entertaining than fantasy MLR. So he's over in Vancouver watching the Sevens going on. Who's the scrum half that's playing, making an appearance here for
he's watching DuPont. He's watching the
exactly.
The absolute menace.
I don't blame him. It should be fun. But again, to break it down as we start getting into it, every team is going to have about 2 minutes to make their pick. So we'll go in and we'll start getting started here. And hey, let's get it going. Let's start off the 2024, the third ever Fantasy Ruckers draft. So hey, top pick, Hokie, you're on the clock here. So message up in the Discord channel for when your pick is in. Let us know what it's going to do, and I'll update the draft sheet. But hey, draft season's finally here, and I will say, Maddie, that it has been interesting in terms of how drafts have been going. A little bit of a kind of a litmus test in terms of how things have gone in the other 4 picks. None of the first picks have been the first picks that we predicted in our mock draft that we did last.
That's why they're not the pinnacle league of fantasy MLR. Also, New England Free Jack just scored against Dallas. If anybody cares.
Okay, what's the score there? What do we got? That is live going on. I believe the Houston
7-0. I can't see. It's literally being filmed on a potato, an unforgiving potato.
But you literally said last week, Maddie, that you'd rather have that than not have anything at all. So what side is it gonna be?
Yeah, and then he gets.
I don't know.
Like,
let's get Hokie. Let's get Hokie picking.
All right, let's get it in. Well, hey, the pick is in. The pick is in.
Holy crap!
Is that loud?
No, I didn't even hear it. But I mean, I was just saying that was a quick pick.
Well, the pick is in. Hokie is picking Thomas Awake with the very first overall pick, which is pretty crazy. Did not think that was going to be.
I'm wondering, is this actually the pinnacle of MLR?
Yeah, well, after that pick, I'm not too sure, but I guess we'll see. Hokie going with Thomas Awake. I think
Hokie knows something. I think Hokie knows something that we don't. Yeah, I want to know what.
I think he's been top teams too.
Well, I guess we'll see. But hey, nonetheless, Thomas Awake going to Dankest Anchors, Hokie's team there with the 1.1 pick. Kind of shocking. I told you, Matt, on my draft that I'm quite high.
Yeah, I know.
On Thomas Awake. So we'll see. He might be going.
So
hey, Rugby Morning, you are now on the clock. He is the guy.
He is the guy there. But will he have even more tries than old Joe Mano this year?
I mean, Thomas Awake, he had 186.6 fantasy points last season, which is pretty impressive. I said that he's pretty good. Not 234. That is true, but he's had some pretty big games.
Dallas
there.
is about to score. Nope.
You're gonna give us a play-by-play here, Maddie. All right. Yeah. Well,
they botched it. They botched it. Classic.
Another pick is in. Rugby Morning has selected, and he goes Fitzy, Nate Augsburger of the Chicago Hounds, another back 3 coming off the board. Not the way that I would have thought this draft is going.
Happening?
But nonetheless, Nate Augsburger going with the second pick there to Rugby Morning. Rugby wrap up.
I would love to know.
On the clock, but
I would love to know.
Yeah,
I know Hokie's a San Diego Legion fan. I would love to know whether if Nate Augsburger was still on the Legion, Nate Augsburger would have been that first pick. I think so.
I think that would be.
Yeah. I agree.
I respect Hokie for being the homer, and I know that Vandy's about to be a homer too. And I don't know who Rugby Wrap Up is going to be a homer for because his team's dead.
Ryan,
his team's gone, and isn't even paying season ticket holders. They're not even giving refunds to season ticket holders. They've just snaked them and left. So that's pretty crazy. The fact that the New York, it's Houston. It's not Dallas. I saw the white jersey. You're right. Eagles overseas. I messed up there. That's on me. All
right. Well, this is probably going to be another big, shocking one here, Maddie. I think we'll be quite happy with the picks that we have, at least with our draft board. Well, the pick is in for Rugby Morning, and Rugby Wrap Up, and I guess Rugby Wrap Up's new team is going to be this Los Angeles team. because he is going Dan Holland's head fly half for the rugby
he does
wrap-up
want the wooden spoon.
That's an interesting pick. He was not even in our 3-round mock draft, and yet he goes to rugby wrap-up here with Dan Holland. I can't hate it. Hey, to each his own. I feel like there was some pretty wacky picks.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
What are you saying?
This feed is just throwing me off. I was right the whole time. It is the Dallas Jackals. They're playing on the Houston SaberCats field.
Matt,
I'm so confused right now.
That's why. That's why, Matt.
I'm
that
so
is why
confused.
the Houston SaberCats is streaming the game because it's all at Houston SaberCats facilities. But Dan Holland's head, and you realize it's your pick now, right, Maddie? You realize
I know it's my pick. Well, these guys have made it so easy for me. It's like,
okay, well, type it in the Discord. Type it in the Discord.
Well, I know who I'm gonna pick.
Type it in the Discord. You got to make it official. Well, who are you picking? I think I know who you're picking.
Yeah, you think you know?
I think I know. Well, I'll be quite mad if you. Of course,
yeah, I knew it. I called
it. Let's go.
Because he goes.
What do you want me to do, huh? What do you want me to do? I gotta draft him.
He won you a championship last year.
Yeah.
You can't blame him. You can't blame him. The best center off the board.
Colored glasses now.
It's everyone. Vandy, right? Like when you have your guy in.
Yeah, and Ryan, if you take my guy,
I could take your guy right here. I could.
I'm coming down to Pennsylvania.
Is that so? Do you know that I'm in Pennsylvania right now? I am, but
I'll find you.
Nobody knows. Can we clarify this? So Houston is streaming the game. It's at the Houston Stadium, but the Dallas Jackals and the New England Free Jacks are playing.
Yes.
Did I get that correct?
Yes, you got
Bill
that.
Bill Baker,
correct.
Can you please confirm my understanding?
Yeah. Sorry. Hold on. Let me get to. I think our viewers will appreciate this. But we are going to go to the draft screen here.
Barely streaming.
Barely streaming the draft.
Barely streaming the game. This thing is just pixels on a screen.
Oh, Bill Baker confirms.
Oh my gosh, Ryan, have you stepped it up in the world? Jeez, look at this.
What are you talking about? What?
Look at this nice little feed with the draft.
Oh yeah, we're going. We're going. Let me just get things updated here. So
Houston plays after. Sorry,
Matt, you're throwing me off.
You got
Supreme leaders up.
You're next. I don't know.
I'm on the clock. I got to do some administrative things over here.
Buddy, the clock's been over for like at least 5 minutes.
No, it hasn't.
Hey, Vandy. So what are you thinking here for your pick?
Well,
there's like 4 guys ahead of you, so I think they want to know, what are you thinking for your pick?
It's true.
You know what? Honestly, if I was any of those 4 guys in front of me, Don McKenna.
Don McKenna. You're crazy. You're so crazy. Yeah, Steven. Yeah, put up the clock. Somebody start counting, because this so-called Supreme Commissioner can't even type names into a spreadsheet.
His first year in the league, first draft, and he pulls this for his first pick.
I gotta savor it. But here, let me.
This ain't a Wagyu steak. Let's go.
That's true.
Matt McCarthy, if you just count to 5, this pick is number 5, not 4. Just use your left hand. You can count.
Oh boy.
And
what do I do here? It has begun. All right. I think I got to do it. Pick is in. I am going Billy Meeks.
Yeah.
Billy Meeks, nice pick, right?
I was so worried, right?
It was between him and Dan Creel. So it's a tough one. But hey, the Rouge Rugby up next on the clock.
My boy Joe Mata.
I like it, Ryan. I think that's a good pick.
Nobody wants
I think
Man Mode Joe,
you'll end up doing well with that pick.
Are you
He
being
needs to pull the
sarcastic?
calf this week. Ruh-roh. Well, he was also
you-
out for 3 weeks last year. And he was
Don't
okay.
tell me that.
Who
Well,
pulled
Matt
the calf?
McCarthy just said it, and Matt McCarthy knows.
Meeks pulled the calf.
Oh, I'm gonna be in a situation.
Yeah, but don't worry. Remember,
Vandy drafted
What's that?
LaRue Milan last year, first round.
yeah, and I got tweaked on for it.
Hey, if you did it this year, it would look a lot better. By the way, do we have any news? Maybe Matt McCarthy can answer. Do we know?
Pick us in. Pick us in. Vian Conradi to LaRue's Rugby.
Okay.
Ooh.
I like it. Do we know if LaRue Milan is back? I know he was resting for this opener in Houston when they're playing Dallas, but do we know if he's back for the season?
I don't know. And that's been the funny thing in the
this is
drafts. Eagles overseas, you're on the clock. Bill Baker. Yeah, I mean, the LaRue Milan has been the biggest kind of variance in terms of where he's gone in drafts. Some people have picked him as high as
Milan is not 100% yet.
He's been training though. He's been training.
Well, I mean, do we know how much? Has he been fully sprinting? I mean, his tibia was pointing out of his ankle like
that's
7 months ago.
That's true. All right, Eagles overseas pick is in. Rickard Hadding going to Eagles overseas.
Ooh, good pick.
Rickard Hadding. Oof. It's a good pick. I like it. Yeah, the juice man. The juice man.
All right. Hoagie,
one time an anonymous
Steven, you're on the clock.
Anonymous. He just jogged. He didn't even participate in the training last week. LaRue Milan jogged.
Pretty impressive though.
It's like 60%.
Yeah.
I
mean, I don't jog a lot, so I mean, I'm impressed.
LaRouge went Vian Conradi, Matt McCarthy. What was I going to say? I was going to say something else. No, so they an anonymous source within the league said there's no way a guy that old can be playing that well. And just it's ridiculous how strong he is.
Steven, you dog, man.
You were gonna go him, weren't you? He fell to you, Vandy?
Conradi torn. All right. I don't know. I don't even know.
If now this is ridiculous. Just because he set the precedent last year with that, it's ridiculous.
He needs to now just get back to correcting us when we say names wrong.
Yeah, losing his credibility there. All right,
more insider information here.
Yeah. Well, Joe Mono going to Stephen Lowen's Feral Hippies there.
Hey, Vandy, how does that feel, man?
Right before you. That's tough.
Not great.
That's real tough.
Not great.
That's real tough. Well, Vandy, you're on the clock now. What are you gonna do, buddy?
There's something I want to do.
Yeah, what's that?
But I don't know if I can do it, man.
I think you should. I think I know too. His name starts with J and ends with O. Last name starts with H, ends with Odson. Oh man, it was a strained ECL. ECL doesn't even exist. Actually, it might. I don't know. I'm not an expert.
Yeah, Steven giving a shout out to the league that he's commissioning. He's called it the Scrum and Coke League. Apparently he's gotten all his picks stolen in that league. So
that's because he called it the Scrum and Coke League.
Vandy, that's a great
Vandy,
pick,
what are you
buddy.
thinking here, man?
That's a great pick. That's a great pick. That
picking with my brain, buddy.
That is a brain pick. The Rucking Goat goes Dan Creel. That's a very, very good pick.
Drafted so far as Holland's at.
That's great. That's great. All right. Well, John is on the clock here. But like I said, he is busy doing his sevens run and watching.
Right, you want me to announce it, right?
DuPont. So, Matt, why don't you type it in the Discord there? And
I'm not typing it. I'm announcing it here.
All right, announce it for me.
JJ's
Dude, that's
drafting.
a great name, Scrum and Coke.
Yeah, it's great.
Inafuti.
That's a great name.
Inafuti going to John, and then with the turnaround pick.
Caleb McEnany.
Wow. Okay. Caleb McEnany.
That was my pick.
stealing your picks, Vandy. So we got Caleb McEnany, back 3 for lads on tour, and then we also got Ina Foodie going 2 back 3 players, which is quite interesting. But
hey, did Davey?
Wait, hold on.
Oh, wait.
Hold on. I got the pick. I got a revised pick from Joe. I spoke too soon.
Okay.
Too soon.
Okay.
I apologize.
Okay, go.
This guy's name starts with a J, ends with O. Last name starts with H, ends with Hodgson. JJ's going Joel Hodgson.
Oh, shit.
Right in the heart, boys.
Vandy. Well, but Vandy, though, you can pick one of your guys here.
No, I'm waiting to see if he's going to revamp his pick for the third time.
No revamp. No revamp. I got
or-
it wrong. I spoke too soon. JJ had it right the whole time. I just missaw it.
All right. Well, Vandy, you're on the clock again, buddy. Joel Hodgson taken right before you. That's tough. Real tough.
Hey, did Davey Coach play the whole season last year?
Yeah, but AJ Alatimu's there, Vandy. I mean, I'm not going to give you advice, but just AJ Alatimu's there. And according to Matt McCarthy, I think both of them are probably injured.
You know what? I think I got to go.
You have to go. You have to. You have to go. Your guy, Vandy.
All right. Well, wait, who's this guy? How many guys does he have left?
Yes. No, he's got. That was a good pick, Vandy. Very good pick. Pick is in. Vandy is going Caleb McEnany. Got to have your Utah Warrior. Vandy, show them your Utah Warriors jersey, buddy. Show it to the people. Show it to the people.
All right. Let me.
But I guess Steven, you are on the clock, buddy. There you go. Utah Warriors, huge. We gotta get you a new. We gotta get you a new Kappa one. That's good stuff. So what do you think so far? I mean, Vandy, you got Caleb McEnany and
stop for the base.
Caleb.
I was gonna do it for Hodgson, but you know what? We take those.
It's okay. Dan Creel, Caleb McEnany is a pretty good start.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Not bad.
All right. The pick is in.
Vandy on the juice. Always have been, baby.
So in every single draft, Matt, I think you remind me in our mock draft. I'm pretty sure we didn't have an LA guy go for quite some time.
Yeah,
We've had another.
They do have a bell end on their jersey. So,
well, we got our second LA guys, and we're not even in through the middle of the second round, and that's Semi Kunatani, back row, 8-man, going to Stephen Lowen of the Los Angeles.
I actually like that pick. He was pictured there recently, proving that he was at training. I believe he's Fijian.
I like that pick. I mean, Stephen also went
fact check myself.
Stephen went.
I respect everything Stephen does. Thanks again for the jersey, brother.
Well, did you see his bet with you, Vandy?
He's got another one.
Well, he said that he'll get you a new Utah Warriors jersey if
Fijian Sevens goat. Yeah.
But there has to be a return now. If you beat him, whoever comes higher has to buy the other person a jersey.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna scratch the overall ranking, and it's gonna be based on the season. Okay,
like your matchups.
Our matchups in the season. If we tie at the end of the season, the guy who got the most points for takes it.
All right. Well, Steven, do you take
that?
What's
crazy? You know what's crazy? This Houston.
Let's shake on it, Steven. Come on now.
Are straight up filming on an iPhone 3GS. This is insane.
You're my man.
What's the score?
My man right there.
I have no clue. I can't even. I don't know what's happening.
With what? The draft?
I know what's happening with the draft.
Hey,
the draft
don't worry.
Better quality.
You're gonna be okay. Yeah, you're gonna be okay. I'll help you out.
Buddy, if you turned on this stream, Vandy, you would see just how ridiculous.
Buddy, my internet is barely holding on as we speak.
Buddy,
I'm not turning on any streams.
This camera that they're filming on is barely holding on.
That's fair.
Oh, that's a big pick. That's a big pick. On the clock. Eagles overseas, Bill Baker selecting Jason Potros, fly half.
Oh,
Jason
let's go.
Potros.
That's a great pick.
That's a great pick. That's a great pick.
I like that pick. I
Eric
mean,
Brissett, you're on the clock now. But yeah, that's a
he's
big
basically the first real fly half pick of this draft because, I mean, Dan Holland said, I don't know what you're thinking with that one, but Jason Potros.
Joe Hodgson went.
Oh, yeah, Joe Hodgson as well. That's right. I am
stolen, but he gets the repick.
I'm lost. Relax.
Well, Derek Brissett of the Rouge Rugby is on the clock in his first season.
I can be hard on JJ. He wins too much.
So we've already seen our first new guy off the board, Semi Kunatani, new to the league this year.
Yep.
Dan Hollinshead's technically returning. I mean, he was technically on the Ironworkers last year. Didn't even play, but now apparently he's going to be starting for LARC or RFCLA. How do you say their name again?
RFCLA.
Close enough.
It's the worst name of all time. No, he wasn't. I was corrected. Matt McCarthy being the Ironworker expert. So, Ryan, what are you thinking with your next pick?
I don't know.
Peyton was also injured.
Really? So,
how has this been for you, Ryan? You're one round in and you're a rookie. How do you feel?
I'm stressing. I don't like this one bit. This sucks. I want to go back to just making fun of you guys. There's too much on the line right now. But pick is in. LaRouge Rugby. A lot
easier from the boot.
Derek Brissett goes. Philippe Echeverry.
Oh, I love it. I love that pick. This guy is going to be electric in this league. I already know. He's going to be absolutely electric.
You think he's going to be that good, huh?
I think he's going to be very electric. Yes. That's why Avery played 10. You mean Emery, right? You're
correct. You
get your names right.
Pronunciations. Oh, okay. Philippe Echeverry. All right, I'm on the clock now. All right, let's talk through this pick because I'm a man of the people.
Yeah, because you get about 10 minutes for your pick.
Hey, I got 3 minutes. It's 8:33. Okay.
Hey, to Kamishi, who's gonna take all those 3 minutes?
I am. Jamma. I think that's one I'm thinking of.
You're telling us what you're thinking.
I was gonna go Potros, but that got stolen.
It sure did.
Jason.
I really should go. Should I go Davy Coates?
Yeah, you should.
I'm not gonna tell you what I actually think.
Fly halves are going off the board right now.
Hey, well, I think question for the people: who do we think is starting at 10, Giddo or Lincoln McClutchy? I think there's a lot of people that are saying
that have been on us for this, for sure.
I put as much stock in Matt's predictions as I do Noah going all the way this year. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. You know what? I agree.
That's receipts right there. That
is receipts.
That's receipts.
But what I will say,
he watches the show.
What I will say is I guess I accidentally predicted my way to a championship last year. That's crazy, right?
All right, I'm going to take the risky pick.
Josh Henderson.
I'm going Davy Coates.
I don't know how to feel about that, Ryan.
I know. It's tough.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
I'm going against my rankings. Fly halves are coming.
You're already lost in the sauce.
I'm lost in the sauce, man. I'm lost.
Yeah.
You're already lost in the sauce.
I'm pretty
happening. You're turning into me of last year.
It's second pick in.
No. He's turning into me of year one.
No. If you remember me last year, I had some troubles.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that pick. I don't think I like it.
Yeah, well, you already picked it, so.
Matt, you take every opportunity to bring up last year. Every single opportunity.
No, sometimes it's not me. Sometimes it's Ryan.
Well, Matt, you are on the clock.
Now just stop. Take Paula Bellacana.
Yeah, okay, but don't tell me what to do.
That's who you're picking, so just get it over with.
Whatever, I'll pick it, all right?
What are you even Googling right now?
Huh?
How to draft, rugby, players.
All right. Pick it then.
Tweaked his groin.
Paula Bellicana going to Matt Yee. Yeah, you do pick
that was
again.
easy.
Rugby wrap up. You go. You are up here.
Yeah, now it's gonna be
Did we
Jordan
ever
Chait.
pick again?
Jordan Chait. Yeah, you're right.
He's going Fanana Shawls.
No, he
Just
didn't
for the
play for
name.
New York ever before. He never played for New York
True.
ever. So it's probably gonna be like, I don't know, Pago Haini.
No, he's going
Got to
Ed
double
Fido.
up. Oh, I would like that pick actually. That's a dirty. Yeah, you're up.
Yes,
Are we up?
You guys
I think is anybody else watching this
Gotta
stream and
double
it's not working, right? This
What,
stream is not
our
working.
stream?
Bill
Fly
Baker.
Habs.
Our
No,
stream?
our stream's good. Bill Baker, is the game stream
Oh.
still working for you?
Whew.
Why does this not surprise me? I feel like he selected the same guy last year. But rugby wrap up.
Yeah.
Tavit Lopetti, center, Seattle Seawolves.
Should I be scared of that pick?
Going to.
I mean, not scared in the fact that he's gonna do well.
Of course, the OGDC homer is gonna go Jamison Fa'anana Schultz.
Oh yeah,
I like that. I like that pick. Fanana Banana.
See, would
I
you
do
have
like
liked
that
one?
pick.
Would you like if I picked that at my pick?
yes.
I definitely would have liked
I would
it
rather you
better
took
than
Paula
than
Bellicina.
Coates. I think the fact that people are still sleeping on. Oh, they're zooming in on the scoreboard. Thank you. The fact that people are
we're
still
getting
sleeping on
corrected
Ed
already.
Fido.
Tavita.
Tavita.
Like, come on, boys. If you're not gonna put in the effort,
All right, Tavita
then
Lopetti.
just give me the reins.
All right, you want to do this, Vandy? You can do it.
No,
God,
I mean, Ryan, I think, I mean, you'll be fine with Davy Coates, but I would have
Boy, it
definitely
is
rather had
cold down
Fanana,
here.
and I would have. I know it's pronounced Fa'anana, but Fanana Banana is what we've been calling him. And I don't know. I like Ed Fido still. I still think Ed Fido is gonna have a breakout year this year.
Where's the head?
But like fly half wise. You know what I mean? Like AJ is not playing. AJ is not taking over. I mean, he could, but I don't think
Well-
Davies was so good.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we saw what happened with Jordan Chait and AJ Alatimu.
Yeah.
Like,
so that plays in my favor. Then.
neither of them.
See,
Neither. Well,
you know what?
neither of them did that well, though.
I feel better with my.
Yeah.
I feel better with my pick. The fact that what's it called? Hokie went with this because the fly halves are coming off the board, and I'm okay
they
with
are
that.
big.
Hokie going Rodney Iona with his pick, so
Nice pick.
it makes me feel better. Makes me feel better, and then he's
Well-
back on the clock here.
Didn't he give you two there?
still think-
Did he? Let me look in here.
Yeah, he did.
All right.
I don't like it.
And he also went Luke Carty. Okay. Luke Carty.
Okay.
Off the
Well,
board.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
2 fly halves.
Yeah, but like, there's so many guys better than Luke Carty on the board right now.
Well,
Matt, you just go for the throat every time possible, and I love it.
well,
Do you want my honest opinion,
It's
or
hard.
what?
It's hard. to
What
be
are we doing here? What are we
consistent,
doing here? Are we beating around the bush,
No, no, no.
or are we
Hey,
giving our honest opinion here?
buddy?
well,
You've never been
Rugby-
around a bush in your life.
Rugby Morning is back on the clock.
Got that right.
Wow, this is a kind of against your pick, Matthew. In terms of, hold on, let me get this straight here. Rugby Morning's pick is in. And let me just get this finalized here, updated. Got Rodney Iona there.
That's right. Nice typing. Nice typing.
Yep, gotta keep it going. Gotta keep it moving. Keep it moving. Rugby Morning's pick is in. Matt, you let me know how you feel about this one.
Yeah, sure.
Rugby Morning's going Mac Mason.
No, I think Mac Mason is going to be the guy. I
Isn't
go
that
back
what
on
I
what I said
said?
in our past 2 shows. Yeah, I think. Well, I don't know if that's what you said, but I think
That
Mac
is what I
Mason.
said. He was on
It
my
seems like, and
sleepers.
based on preseason, it does seem like he is going to be with the starting group, or he did play with the starting group in preseason.
Okay.
And I mean it's Mac Mason, so.
All right. Well, I'm
Yeah,
okay.
I said that incorrectly, Ryan. You got it right. And now Rugby Wrap-Up's back up. I do like that pick. I still think there's better 10s on the board, though.
Who? Lincoln
Still think there's
McClutchy.
better 10s. No, I don't know about Lincoln McClutchy anymore. I mean, Matt Giddo's still there. Is he starting 10? I have no clue, honestly. I have no clue whether he's starting at 10.
Who? Giteau or
Lincoln
Matt
McClutchy or Matt Giddo? Like, I just don't know what's happening there.
Matt's gone.
I'm not gone. I'm still here.
Have you got a pretty good? Let's give a shout out to all the people watching. I mean, 24 viewers right now. I think that's more than what we had last year.
Oh,
Yeah,
23 because
cool.
I accidentally
16
exited.
on online. Yeah, double it up. So we got guaranteed 6 people above the people who are in our league, which is great.
That's good.
No, he took my pick. Christian Poitevin going to Rugby
good
Wrap
pick.
Up. That's a very good pick.
Good pick. I like that pick. Seems like the more rounds that we go, the better his picks keep getting.
You know, that's a great pick. Matt, you're up.
Yep. I sure am. Yeah, this is a tough one.
Yeah, that one hurt.
This round is tough, man. I don't know what to do.
I'd love to be able to see, if Seagren's out there right now, but I can't because I don't know anybody. I literally can't see a jersey on the field.
Is that determining your pick right now? Is that what's going on?
Not really, but I am looking, trying to understand who's there, what to do. Man, this is a tough one. I think I know who I'm gonna go. All right. So do I have to type it in? I'll type it in.
You got to type it in.
All right, it's in. Let's go.
Gideon Van Vyk. Okay, picks in. Why Gideon, Matt? Why are you going Gideon?
Well, I'm a bit scared with the new guy Seagren. I know I ranked him higher. Maybe I should have trusted my gut. Maybe I'll regret this later, but I just think, look, I think Gideon is a beast, and he got a red card last year that really hurt him. And I think as long as he stays out of trouble, I think we'll have a nice little season here out of Gideon Van Vyk. Van Vyk? I believe it's Van Vyk.
Yeah, damn, I don't know what to go here at all. I am on the clock.
You missed. Can I change my pick?
Oh boy. What do I want to go here?
Well, Ryan, what are you looking for? What are you looking for here? You got a center. You got a 10. Feel like maybe you need a back 3. Maybe you need a back row.
Yeah, it's got to be back 3 or back row. It's got to be back 3 or back row. Oh boy. See, do I trust what you're gonna do here, Matt? Like, is Nola gonna be better? Like, am I picking Ed Fido here?
Look, I think Nola's gonna definitely be better. Are they gonna win the chip? Yeah, probably not. But they're definitely gonna be better. Yeah. I can't see a world where they are worse than last year.
Yeah, I know.
But based on Steven's logic, that means they're gonna suck.
What back row would you choose in this case? I think I missed my chance.
So now I'm drafting for you?
Mm-hmm. You are. Actually, you know what? No. We're gonna keep on going here. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I'm gonna
go Rumble. Go Lucas Rumble.
I'm going Ed Fido.
Personally, Ryan? Yeah. That's Ryan.
I'm going Ed Fido. So
that was a very good way to announce your pick.
What?
I just liked it. You told us in the chat. You said it out loud that you're going Ed Fido. You said it under your breath.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
All right. Well, LaRouge Rugby's up.
He just really made sure.
Yeah. I gotta convince myself. Oh boy. I don't like this already. This sucks. Can I just go back to being commissioner?
No.
I don't like playing anymore.
All my mocks had me getting Joel Hodgson.
What mocks are you doing?
Only JJ.
Just one player mocks?
No, I would do the first 4 rounds, but every single one had.
Oh,
that's a big pick.
Ooh,
what a sneaky little pick there. Do you think he has a sophomore slump this year?
Sam Galla going to LaRouge Rugby. I'm really liking LaRouge Rugby's team, which is concerning because he picked after me. So I technically should have had all the players that he had.
Well, no. Philippe Echeverry technically picked before you, which I think that's my favorite pick so far in this
draft. Philippe Echeverry, huh?
But then again, you know what Steven said. That means he's gonna suck.
Well,
I do like the Sam Galla. I mean, first, second row off the board.
I mean, we knew he was going to go higher, right? Like we knew he was. I was thinking about him. I would have gone Sam Galla, but I feel like going with the risky kind of Davy Coates pick and not having
down and injured.
A back 3.
Oh boy. Never mind. Never mind. That was just a pixel.
Oh boy. Oh wow. All right, another pick here. Eagles overseas going Dylan Fawcett.
See, this is, I think LaRouge Rugby might have started a little, the second row going off the board. Now we got the front row going off the board.
Yep.
We'll see. I'm looking forward to watching Dylan Fawcett play on a team that doesn't stink this year, because he's good when his team's good.
I mean, that would make sense.
I think the front row position is more reliable on being on a good team than any other position that we have.
That's true. And there has been conversations that came up in like different league chats is maybe that we need to like weight prop points differently or separate the hooker and front row position. What's your thoughts on that?
Is this because Quatrin came on our show and told us that we don't understand front rows or something like that?
Yeah.
Look, those big boys get enough points in their meals. Like, I don't think we need to give them any more.
That's true.
I don't know. I don't think we need to split them up. Then it gets really complicated. I think.
Yeah. I don't like weighing points differently for different positions. Definitely don't like that. But
Eagles overseas said yes.
Picks in from us
too.
Stephen Lowen. He is going. First scrum half off the board. Thomas Kubeli of Miami.
Whoa.
That's a big one.
Does he know that nobody has picked up JB Smith yet?
I don't know.
He's still on the board, Steven.
He's still on the board. That is true.
He's still there.
He's got confidence in.
So
Vandy, you're up.
That was the first Miami Shark off the board, I think. Wait, no, Philippe Echeverry is.
Philippe Echeverry.
I was wrong. So, I guess speaking of those two, what do we think of the Miami Sharks here?
I mean, they should be pretty good, right? I mean, they got solid players. We're excited about Philippe Echeverry. Thomas Kubeli was their kind of initial signing. He's one of the better 9s in the league. I mean, I don't hate the pick. Don't love it, but.
I don't hate the pick. I don't love it. I mean, hey, You go with your gut, Steven. I trust you.
Mm-hmm.
You usually do better than me in the toilet bowl, anyways.
So, Vandy, you're on the clock. What you thinking here, man? Sounds like you're stressing.
I don't want to take a back row.
Oh, yeah?
I'm thinking Elton,
Charles Elton.
but I don't know. I heard
why
Maddie
not?
talking about I think I might.
I need you to take some flyers here, Vandy, so that you can be like a test dummy, and then you can see whether they're good or not. Who knows? Maybe you'll go on to win the trip.
I'm gonna butcher his name, but Martin Segrin.
Okay.
Sounds pretty good to me.
That's a pretty good pick.
Yeah. You know what? We're gonna lock in those lyrics.
All right, Martin Segrin.
So
sometimes you got to be bold. Sometimes you got to be bold.
The word on the street is that Mitch Jacobson is having some issues coming over, and I think he won't be playing the first half of the season. Apparently,
Mitch Jacobson.
So that might be a pretty. No, Mitch Jacobson.
Okay.
So that might end up being a very good little pick, and he's going to have
Free
some
Jacks
really
front
good
pack is
production
always money, man.
Yeah, I mean, Free Jacks are gross all the time, but
that's a
I
very.
think it'll be a
like
good pick, Andy. I like it. I
All
like
right,
it a lot.
John on the clock, back to back here. Maddie, what's his picks?
All right, we're checking. We're checking. No, I'm serious.
Yeah,
coming
sure
in. I want to make sure I get it right. I don't want to screw the pooch for him.
How are you feeling with your team, Vandy? You got Dan Creel, Caleb McEnany, Martin Segrin.
I really like it, but this is the first time I haven't taken a fly half with my first 3 picks. So
you can do this either order you want to do.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do, you can do it. He says.
Okay.
Oh, I spelled his name.
You having trouble reading, Matt, or?
Oh, I'm having trouble typing with my 2 thumbs. They're so fat.
Yeah, all right. But you don't even know, dude. Look at this thing.
Picks in.
Buddy, I don't want to see.
I have a massive head. Look at this thing.
Jordan Jackson, Hope, and
when you take your
Benjamin Bonasso. Am I correct on that?
When you take your hat off. When you take your hat off. Sometimes I mistake your head for a thumb.
Am I right on that one, Matt? Benjamin Bonasso?
Yes, sir. Miami Sharks.
All right, Vandy, you're back on the clock, buddy.
Okay. I need full I need the full breakdown for Chris Mattina.
What do you want? What do you want?
What are we thinking there?
No, if you're gonna go Chris Mattina, you got Mikey Teo in front of him. I don't know why.
Right there.
Do you not want to go Andrew Coe? Do you not like?
I have to avoid San Diego players because all you guys think I got some undying faith towards them.
All right, what about Andrew Coe?
You do have an undying faith toward him, but Andrew Coe's on the team that has a phallic symbol.
You know what?
As their logo.
I got to take Mikey Teo just because I said he was older than he was, and I felt bad ever since.
He's got to be the quickest barrel in the league.
That's what you
said. Got to have the quickest barrel of all time.
All right.
Wow.
Mikey Teo is off the board for Vandy.
Mikey Teo is such a beast.
You're back up. Are you happy with Mikey Teo?
I think I messed up. Yeah. I liked it better when he was on Utah, but
I think he's sick. I think he'll do well. I mean, he's not going to score tries for you, but he'll get the meters gained. And
tries. Just wait.
I'm just using experience. Looking at his whoa.
Pick is in, Maddie.
That's a crazy pick.
Johan Mumson, you think so?
I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I like it. It's you're getting another top back row in our league for sure. Like he's the second best back row from last year.
I mean, the drop off though from Sam Galla to him is so much though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Sam Galla is such on another level.
Drop off from Sam Galla to everyone else.
Yeah. We'll see.
I should have took a fly half.
Don't you try and get Joel Hodgson? Make a trade.
Dude, I was thinking about Lincoln McClutchy, and then you said like 2 rounds ago, like, I'm out on Lincoln. I'm like,
no. Yeah, I just don't go.
No, honestly, I have no clue. If I had a back-to-back, I know what I would do. And I think, I don't know. We'll see what I do. You know? I'm not sure yet.
But no, Ryan, I'm not mad about the team. I'm liking it.
I think we kind of just glossed over JJ's Benjamin Bonasso pick. I mean, did any of us? I mean, he was dope for New York. He was good for New York. He was injured a lot last year. But he was good, and he's on a Miami Sharks team. You know, I feel like I'm just checking their lineup right now.
Wait, need clarification. Bonasso is a back row or second row?
Back row, for sure.
Right,
100% back row.
Pick is in. Eagles overseas going Mika Kruse.
Thinking about doing him, but
you know,
it's hard because it's like Mika Kruse, right? He has center eligibility, right? And then what is it? I got a lot. He was like split. Let me pull up Mika's numbers.
Well, because they had injuries. Utah had injuries, and that's why he got pushed out to the wing, but also played center. Like, I think it was when Lasike got hurt.
So you think
what's it called?
You think Mika Kruse
Tyler
is gonna...
Fisher was playing well. I don't know what he's gonna do. I think he's gonna do well.
All right, LaRouche Rugby, you're up. By the way.
But yeah, I think it's a good pick. I think we're just going back to Ben Bonasso.
You're really caught up on this.
I'm just saying that Miami back. I didn't expect it, and that Miami back row is like, I would have thought Manuel Ardejo's.
Oh, he's gonna pick Lucas Rumble. He's gonna steal my pick.
Smith. Why the heck do you want Lucas?
Oh, Andrew Coe.
I'm surprised. I don't know why Vandy didn't go Andrew Coe.
I was surprised Vandy didn't go Andrew Coe either. I thought you were gonna go.
Why didn't you want Andrew Coe? What do you hate about Andrew Coe?
Nothing.
What do you hate about
I
him?
just felt bad about what I said to Teo.
His face?
All right, Andrew Coe.
His face?
Nothing wrong with it.
Going to the Roots Rugby.
Beautiful man.
You know, I think I would have possibly picked Andrew Coe there. Like if I had him coming up on my next pick.
I would have. Well, hold up, Brian.
Tough though.
I should have taken. All right, regrets. That's my only regret of a pick.
You should regret.
But Mikey Teo, it's a big man to be moving that fast.
Look, Mikey Teo is still dope. I still like the way that he runs. He's probably going to be starting at 15, even though
he's on a better team, Vandy, than what Coe's on. No question. All right, who am I going here?
That's the new team didn't fare so well lately.
We did see Cole on that sorry Ironworkers team last year, and that really hurt him.
Oh man,
dude,
what's tough here?
So is AJ Alatimu cooked now or what? Or he's just behind Davy Coach?
I just don't know what to make of him. I mean, look, he might play at center. I can see them going Kotzer and Alatimu. But also, I mean, look at their center room. Their center room is ridiculous. Like, you look at the center room of Houston, Tuala Tassi, Damakina, Sam Hill, Louis Vanderskiff. Like,
all right, picks in.
Well, like I just don't see I just see Alatimu as being backup to Kotzer or other way around, and you just got to gamble.
Charles Elton.
Who you going, Ryan?
Charles Elton.
Let's go, Ryan. Nice pick.
I was thinking about him. I had to go for it, you know.
All right, Maddie, you're up.
I like that pick.
Sometimes you got to take a leap of faith.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
I definitely would have picked Coe there, though. I think if Coe dropped me, I think I would have liked to have Coe in my back flex. Just because, friend of the show, Coe.
Yeah, I know. I messed up. All right, drop it. I messed up.
Look, this guy has got a mohawk now. Just remember,
I know who you're going. That's a good pick, man. That is a
Mohawk.
good pick. So
No, I don't know. I don't know. We don't know right now. I think we got to see. I'm not sure if this is good. This isn't a good pick on its own, in my opinion.
Maddie is picking Matt Gateau.
I don't know how I feel about this. Honestly, I have no clue.
You could just do what you did last year with your New England Fly Halves and just pick Lincoln McClutchy too.
I don't know about that though. Like, yeah, it's a tough one. Like, what am I doing? Wasting 2 picks in 2 rounds?
That's what you did last year, and you won a championship.
Well, yeah, but last year I think.
Well, what I think though is that I don't think
like I got very lucky. Let's be real here. I got very lucky with Oxburger.
Yes. Okay, I think this is the first time that you've actually.
Let's just get this straight.
That. Yeah, I was gonna say, did you just openly admit to that?
Let's get this straight. That was very lucky. I don't think I can afford the same or have the same luck this year.
Rugby wrap up, you're up.
Dude, I think
Rugby wrap up was saying they wanted Andrew Coe. But now who are they going to pick? What former New York Ironworker are they going to choose here? I would be interested to see. Also, I would love to see when is. Oh my gosh! See, they're doing what I did. Well, wait, no, they're not. But I thought they were.
Rugby wrap up is going Dom Akina. Rugby morning, you're up on the clock now.
I thought you were announcing Sam Windsor.
No, I wasn't announcing Sam Windsor. But it is funny though to think.
I don't even know if Dom Akina is going to start
with that Houston center playing.
Yeah, I mean, look, Lord Vanderskiff
well for him last year.
I don't think he's good. Yeah, but they brought in Sam Hill. They brought in Tuala Tasitasi. Tuala Tasitasi was good on sorry Toronto team.
Rugby morning picking JP Smith, second 9 off the board.
Love it. Oh wow, Hokie coming in hot. I like that Hokie
coming in hot.
Oh, coming in double hot.
Wow. Okay.
I like that.
We got 2 picks coming with Hokie. Another 9 off the board. Poland is off the board. John Poland, the New England Free Jacks. And then we also got Sam Windsor coming off the board, which will be interesting because, again, there is still a little bit of debate in terms of what's going on there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I have no clue. I mean, I'm going to look at the preseason lineups here and just see. Because sometimes you can kind of tell in the preseason.
I would just like to note, though, that Dankus Anchors also has 3 fly halves on his squad. So
there's nothing wrong with that. Well, actually, there is a lot wrong with that. How many? You can only have 1 kicker. Does he know that? Okay, do you know that you can only have 1 kicker?
So Rugby morning is back on the clock.
So I'm just looking at theirs. So Mac Mason starts against Canada Selects.
All right. Fitzy is sticking with his OGDC roots and going with Tomaso Boney at his center position. Tomaso Boney.
You know, on the MLR post, they called him Tommy Boney. I kind of like that better.
I like that better. Let's call him Tommy Boney from now on. Tommy Boney it is.
Tommy Cold Cuts.
We got Rugby wrap up back on the clock.
Can we verify I'm not the only person that thinks Tommy Boney looks like a jacked version of the LMFAO guy? Vanny, look him up.
Oh, wait, you're definitely true. We talked about this last episode.
We talked about this. It's true.
All right. I'm doing it right now.
Oh, I knew this was going to happen. Danny Tusitala off the board from Rugby wrap up.
I don't know how I feel about him. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Sam Windsor started the other game. I don't know how I feel about him yet.
He needs some
Danny Tusitala?
He needs some wild shades on or something.
Yeah, he does. He does. I do think. What's up, right? What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at, right? What's up?
Oh, Matt did exactly what he said he wasn't going to do, but he's doing it. He's going Lincoln
What's up?
McClutchy.
It's called poker face, baby. Look,
Yeah.
Lincoln McClutchy, the top point scorer in the MPC Bunnings Cup on the championship-winning Hawke's Bay Magpies. What are we even talking about here? Come on.
Well, let me just say that I tuned in to a
What are we
one of
even
the
talking
live
about
one of
here?
the live drafts that happened.
What are we even doing here?
One of the live drafts that happened with one of our leagues, and they were completely trash talking our Lincoln McClutchy prediction. They're like, I know
All right,
Fantasy
awesome.
Ruckers here is watching, but Lincoln McClutchy is
Yeah,
not
but
that.
did you just, I love tuning into all U.S. Rugby happy hour. They always have good guests. I was watching the one they had Jake Turnbull. That actually provided really good insight, and I'm excited to see the one about Lincoln McClutchy.
Yeah.
I'm stoked.
Oh man, I do not know what to do with this pick.
I mean, you got all the key positions filled out, right?
Yes, I do.
Just go for a back flex.
By the way, Bill Baker, I love you as a host way more than I do Fitzy. I usually just cover the right side of the screen with like a
Go White
something with
Tokyo.
like a blanket or something, so that I'm just seeing the guest and yourself. By the way, love the new graphics on there. You guys are looking good.
Oh man. What am I doing here?
Me too. Come on, Ryan. Who are you gonna pick here?
I know. I don't know.
I'm not gonna rush you.
I got Charles Elton.
You do. What are you missing, Ryan? There's front rows. There's second rows.
I know.
You need a 9.
I need a 9.
What about you, Vandy? What are you thinking here?
I
You
need
got
a
any
fly
thoughts?
out.
Oh yeah? Which one?
Oh yeah.
I know I'm going.
I don't know. That, Matt, I don't know.
Nick McCarthy is my pick.
Okay.
Don't listen. No, we're bullying you, Fitzy. You want to do
a happy hour? How many podcasts can Fitzy do? This is how much time. Like, he runs a website. He sends out newsletters. He does happy hour on X or Twitter. He does glorious rugby podcast for OGDC. Now he's gonna have a new podcast with Bill Baker.
Hey, you think Jason Emery does any kicking?
No, he doesn't do any kicking.
Didn't he last year? Who am I thinking?
Dude, if you're gonna, yes, because they had no fly halves.
Hayden was
and
injured.
New York sucked. They could kick all they wanted.
He was sick.
They could tell Fawcett to kick, and they would have the same outcome. What's it called? I mean, honestly, maybe like Chait, Vandy. What do you think about Chait?
But is he going to start there? It sounds like Dan Hall.
I mean, we also haven't had an Old Glory DC fly half go off the board. We still got Graydon Bowd out there. We still got Jason Robertson out there. Right? That's interesting.
Bill, do you want to swap hosts? I'll give you Matt for a week. I'll take Fitzy for a week.
No, you don't want me. I'm an absolute menace. I'm just going to be a loose cannon on the camera.
Yeah. This guy's a weapon, man.
Why do you think guests don't come on our show? It's because I'm here.
We have some guests.
What do you think about Jason Robertson?
I think Graydon Bowd. I mean, Jason Robertson used to be on.
All right. Take us in to Rangatira Waitokia to LaRouche Rugby.
I like it. I think he's going to do well. Hey?
On LA? Yeah.
On LA.
Oh, sorry, on Charlotte?
On Charlotte. I think he's going to be
on Carolina.
On Carolina. Oh my gosh. Well, to be fair, they should be the Charlotte Hawks. Let's be clear. True. They should be the Charlotte Hawks. Their name is so dumb. Vandy, what do you think about Carolina Anthem?
Oh, okay. What? Bill says deal. Matt, you're getting traded to Eagles Overseas Happy Hour for a week, all right?
Lots of possible starters going before surefire starters. Yeah. Welcome to the Fantasy Ruckers Fantasy League.
Yeah, no kidding.
welcome Eager 45 to the Fantasy Ruckers Fantasy League.
That's what it is. All right. Well, we got another pick in.
Oh, here I go. Put in.
Luke Campbell going to Eagles Overseas.
Nice. Vandy, how'd you like Luke Campbell last year? Tell me all your good experiences. Oh, he's not there. Hey, Vandy. Put your earphones in, bud. Hey, Vandy. Vandy. Oh, my gosh. This guy.
We got Feral Hippie's on the clock now.
Who's on the board? Is it me?
Hey, Vandy.
No. Luke Campbell just got taken.
What do you think about Luke Campbell? How was your experience with Luke Campbell last year? Oh my gosh, Steven.
When he played, liked him. Good luck seeing him play.
Really, Steven?
Steven's going with some pretty crazy picks in this one, I gotta say. But
I mean, he is an absolute menace to society.
Laritz Vanderskiff going to Steven.
So I would love to know Steven's thought about this. Do you not think that Sam Hill is going to be starting?
Who's the starting fly half for Old Glory DC?
We don't know. That's Jason the whole Robertson debate. Either Jason Robertson or Graydon Bowd. Graydon Bowd finished off the season beating out Tito.
But they just signed Jason Robertson, who was a longtime Old Glory DCer.
Eager 45 says Robertson with 7 exclamation points.
Are you?
I would trust him, honestly. I don't know him, but he seems like a trustworthy person.
Should we trust you, Eager 45? Should Vandy trust you? His season is on the line.
You know what? You know what? I'm one of those people that put faith into people. Okay, society fails when we start having faith in people.
I mean, to be fair, he used to play for Old Glory DC, and he did play pretty well. He was the guy.
Okay, how about Jordan Shade? He looked good. He was beating AJ.
Jockeying for position. LVD is a fellow countryman of the coaches. Sam Hill has more to prove. Yeah, fair. Fair.
Jonathan was starter.
You know what?
Let's go.
Jason Robertson.
I'm going Robertson.
All right.
I would debate. Oh crap! I'm gonna message you.
Eager 45. You know what? He won me over. Let's go.
Jason Robertson going to Vandy.
I've made bigger mistakes in my life.
That's true.
I would debate, Steven, that Lourdes Vanderskiff kind of didn't do himself service last year.
Eager 45. I'm telling you right now, man, if this pick works out, you're right. We're in it together, my man. Let's go. Join
all right.
On the Discord every week.
You and Eager 45 go way back, eh? Let's go. You and Eager 45 go way back?
As of now.
Oh, yeah?
All right, Maddie. John
way back, like 3 minutes ago. Better than asking you bozos for answers. Like,
hey.
All right, buddy. I don't see a bozo here, just Ryan.
Hey, I like my team.
Ryan goes in instant defense. Oh god. I love it.
All right, I'm gonna give JJ like a few more seconds here.
All right.
It's better than taking possible bag up Holland's head number 3 overall.
See, it's funny because I'm pretty sure Zach Lanning is drafted for Rugby Wrap Up now. Matt McCarthy is no longer around. He had some commitments for tonight.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Oh god, that one got me. All right, I'm taking a defense. Let's go.
All right, just confirming this bad boy right here. Jeez.
Oh God.
That's why the picks were getting a lot better, eh? Just realized.
Yeah, after the boss man leaves.
I mean, I was seeing some slander.
Zach says being a possible backup also coincidentally means that you're also the possible starter. So I guess it's a half glass.
True.
Hey, you know what?
It's a half glass full, half glass full, half glass empty type deal here.
Yeah.
All right, we got back-to-back picks here.
All right, you let me know. What do you got? Picks are in.
Boys, we need more beers. Let's go.
Buddy,
Logic,
got
baby.
Three more sitting down.
Niall Saunders and Will Leonard going to John's team.
Oh, I wanted Will Leonard.
Oh yeah, did you?
I had him last year.
Yeah, how'd you do last year?
Leonard going there.
500. How'd I do the year before that? Basement. So progress, Matt. Suck it.
And then Saunders going from LARFC going to
now what do I take?
Going
here?
to John as well.
Like, I feel like there's no
Yes,
point in
man.
taking a second row right now with Gala off the board.
I mean, I am punting second row.
Yeah,
now.
I think I'm with you.
I don't think I'm picking a second row.
Really? I mean, there's
Dude,
guys there. There's still guys there. I don't know what you guys.
Oh
are
yeah,
saying.
there's humans playing in that position for sure.
All right, buddy. You don't even know.
Oh. Don't challenge Matt, the overlord. I thought it was Ryan. It's Matt. Ryan just his puppet.
No, we know what Ryan is. We already said what Ryan is. We just can't say it on the stream.
All right, Vandy, you're up, buddy. Who you going?
So I got Momsen because after Gala, yeah, Momsen's not a bad pick either. Who am I going, boys?
There? Well, there's a lot of new guys. You got old American vet Greg Patterson.
You know, I kind of want to go.
Greg Peterson. We still got Cam Dolan out there. Rob Harley's still out there for OGDC. Brad Tucker. Although they are not on Gala status. That's for sure. I can guarantee that. So I would love to know, is Hokie Unforgiving Potato on the YouTube chats?
No. No.
That's
what do you think of Tony Pulu?
That's another league member.
Dude, Vandy. I love him just because he's a Chiefs. Like he was dope on the Chiefs back in the day.
Yep.
What about the Chiefs?
I don't know.
The Crusaders?
I don't know what he's gonna do. Yeah, they beat the Crusaders yesterday. I don't know how if he's gonna be the starter or not.
What do we think of Christian Dyer this year?
Yeah, dude. Christian Dyer is gonna be the starting winger on Houston, and he is dope on the wing. I hate when he plays at center. He's way better on the wing.
You know what? I'm doing it.
All right. Christian Dyer off the board for Vandy. Back 3 player.
What's for you, Steven? Let's go.
Steven.
Towards ECL.
You do know, Vandy, that you have you are now on your bench, right? With that.
I love Eager 45. Vandy, you and Eager 45 go way back, eh? Look at his message there. You literally didn't you need a fly half? Oh no, you want Jason Robertson. I don't even log into YouTube.
Listen, this is my boy now, okay?
Dude. I was just gonna ask Hokie because he says he doesn't.
Maybe I should have went with a back flex.
You already have a back flex, Vandy. You already have.
I was gonna wonder how Hokie feels with all of his 10s.
Vandy, you already have a back flex.
Sorry, I meant forward flex. I mess that up every time. Leave me alone.
All right, he's new to rugby, people.
All right, well, Christian Dyer
backwards.
How is it backwards? Please share.
Adrian Carls going to.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
His team's pretty nuts, right?
No.
What is Carl's? Is he a fullback? Back three?
Dyer
Yeah, he's
sucks.
fullback. He's fullback.
This chat never disappoints, man. Let's go.
No, it's great. It's great. Oh, fuck.
All right, I need a forward flex.
Hey, if anybody needs a 10, Eager 45 put out a great point. Okay, you definitely don't need a 10. But
no. That
Jordan Chait is still up there. I think Jordan Chait is starting.
Yeah, you think that, eh? Then take him.
Eager makes a great
Matt
point here. They both played in
Hey,
television.
Matt, then take him.
I don't need to take him. Why would I need to take him? I got like seven fly ass.
Dude, don't yell.
I don't know how close to the mic actually is. Is it really loud like this?
No, not at all.
No, it's chilling.
I just didn't have a response for you, so.
Josh Larson. I feel like there's better second rows than Josh Larson.
Don't spoil the pick, Matt.
Sorry.
Oh.
Say it, Matt. Who got picked?
Canadian. Wait, is he Canadian? I actually don't know. Josh Larson.
Josh Larson. Second rower for the New England Free Jacks going to Eagles.
Oh, he is Canadian because he's on the New England Free Jacks.
Second row, right?
Yep. I feel like there's better second rows available. I'm kind of surprised.
I am surprised. I'm at. All right, LaRouge Rugby's on the
Bill,
clock.
What do you think of, or Mr. Baker? Maybe that's better. Mr. Baker, what do you think of? What do you think of Greg Peterson? You think he's going to go well this year? And have you had him on the show yet? I feel like he would be a guy that would be on your show.
Should we bring someone onto the show? You want to bring Derek Brissett onto the show?
I'm not sure if I'm ready for that smoke.
I think we can do that. You know what I'm going to do?
We should bring on Cohen. Tell Vandy. Tell him that Vandy absolutely just whiffed on him.
Right after, we'll see if we can bring on.
No, but seriously, I am wondering what we think of Greg Peterson here.
I've seen him go pretty high in other drafts.
Peterson was a workhorse with Glasgow. That's better. If you can do it there, why not here? Yeah.
Oh, that's a good pick. That's a good pick.
Yeah, I think too. Who is it?
That's a good pick.
I'm starting to, me and Eager 45 are starting to be on the same page here. I just feel like there's guys that are getting taken when there's better guys on the board. But that's why it's fantasy rugby. Everybody has different rankings for everybody.
That's
what
true.
is Matt going on about?
Fantasy MLR is the different part about that. It does make it unique.
I mean, it's crazy because we don't know. Like, we have no idea of who's starting. Like, you look at Super Rugby, you kind of know who's going to start in most positions.
Lucas Rumble to LaRouge Rugby. Classic pick there, I feel like.
Do you think LaRouge Rugby is going to end up with the most Canadians on his team?
It wouldn't be right if it was any other way, right?
I mean, he's only got 2 so far. A little disappointing. It's like a 33% hit rate.
All right. Well, my pick is in.
To the chat, to the new leagues.
I'm going Nick Suchon.
That's Andy. Ho. Filthy. Nice.
You know who that laugh was like?
What?
Who's that British comedian guy?
Must have missed that episode, Mr. Baker.
Maybe someone in the chat knows.
Hey Ryan, I don't think the page on the stream is updating.
The page on the stream?
Or is that just me? No, it's just
updating.
me. It's just me. It's updating. It's just
you missed LaRouge Rugby, but
yeah, I'm going in for that one.
So I'm up, eh?
You're up.
Here we go. Drop the insight, Matt.
I can't believe
and then
this
everybody
guy
in the chat
hasn't even been touched yet. I can't believe this guy hasn't even been touched yet. This is an absolute joke. The fact that nobody's been drafting The fact that nobody's been drafting Duncan Matthews is just ridiculous. It's just a little bit silly. Ryan's clearly sorting something out.
All right, Derek, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. Had to mute the YouTube
hold on
stream.
here.
That was a fun echo.
Let me get you in here.
I can hear you. I don't think Ryan can, but I can definitely hear you. And you sound fantastic.
I am, man. And honestly, I feel like you're the only one that's important enough that needs to hear me. So we can just keep talking if you want.
There we go, Derek. How's it going, man?
Not too bad, guys. How are you guys doing?
Everything well, good.
Everyone's teams coming together nicely, or
I think we're doing okay. But it's good to have you along, man. I'm super excited that we got to bring on the Rouge Rugby podcast. I know you've done a couple fantasy Ruckers playoff challenges with us, but to now have you in our league, it's exciting stuff, man. It's good to meet you finally.
Yeah, nice to kind of meet you guys face to face over a Zoom screen, which used to be fashionable a couple of years ago, but
yeah, no kidding.
Now, but I don't know, man. Always been like a big fan of fantasy, and I've really kind of, enjoyed watching, like seeing your podcasts, your videos, and all that. Trying to bring it into MLR because I genuinely do think it's one of the best and funnest ways to interact with new and old fans. So, excited to be here.
Yeah, cool. Thanks, man. Well, hey, got to announce a couple of picks first. Obviously, got to keep the draft going. Got to keep it moving. Duncan Matthews off the board and Jerry Labuscagne for a rugby wrap-up going.
Scagne.
Oh, Scagne. But, yeah, Matt, what'd you have?
No, I was just going to say welcome, first of all. And second, Fitzy was saying that's a Canadian overload on here. It's Canadian overload. That totally makes sense. You're just Fitzy. You're just going to have to deal with it.
Yeah, the New England Free Jacks used the Canadian overload strategy and won the Shield last year. So it's just champions do things.
It does work. How do you feel? How do you feel about your team so far? I'd love to know. What are you thinking? How do you feel?
I'm feeling pretty good about it. I was talking to James Dealey a little earlier today, and he just said to pick guys that tackle a lot early. So I feel like I got Conradi and Gala early. So I think everything else has been a bit of a bonus so far.
Yeah, and you did get I'm kind of disappointed you haven't selected more Canadians. I was telling Ryan and Vandy that.
Well, it's like every other team in MLR when they talk about wanting to develop North American based players, you got to make sure you lock in all the important guys from overseas first, and then actually worry about signing the local kids. So kind of took the same strategy as literally every single MLR team that preaches that we're going to sign all the Canadian and American players, and then make sure we get a bunch of fly halves and stuff from somewhere else in the world.
Hey, that's how they get development going. That's how the development happens.
Yeah, man.
That happens everywhere.
All our fly halves are really good at passing water bottles and giving high fives on the bench. So.
There you go. Well, I was going to say. I was going to say
that,
Derek, that you stole a bunch of my picks. I mean, I was hoping that that Gala was possibly going to come to me. I was thinking about Ko there, friend of the show, wanted to have him on the squad. Was surprised Vandy didn't take him. We're going to keep on doing that. Keep on saying that. And I really like that Lucas Rumble pick. I mean, when he was playing at his peak at the Arrows with all the breakdown steals that he can have. And all that, it's he could get right back up. I'm excited to see what he does with Chicago on a really good side.
Yeah, well, in regards to stealing your like your picks and stuff, it's like unfortunately you guys do this podcast where all you do is talk about which guys you're gonna pick.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, so I mean, it makes it real easy to just steal your picks. Like, you're just kind of projecting them out there right now. So to be fair, it's you have a good strategy for building a team. Or at least in my opinion. So it's been working out for me so far.
Yeah, just be wary in terms of the predictions and advice that you get from us because it has backfired on people in the past. Mind you, outside of Maddie's championship that he won last year for the fantasy league, these two did finish last.
All right, don't bring that up. That's 2 years ago. That's 2 years ago. Can you just announce Fitzy's pick, please, before we go into too much depth on that one?
Fitzy's pick, Devon Rousseau, going to Rugby Morning. That is a good pick.
Fan of that. I mean, it goes right against my Duncan Matthews pick, but I'm a big fan of that pick. Old well, it doesn't go against that. Sorry, that's my bad. But Old Namibian, guy's awesome.
Back three, correct?
Oki wants to keep this moving.
Yeah, all right. Devon Rousseau is back flex.
Yeah. Hokies already got his 2 in.
Yep, I'm catching up on that. Matt, why don't you announce that?
Well, Hokie has selected Julian Dominguez, great pick, and Andrew Quattrin. Ryan, your top front row, and taking that right away from Derek Brissett from getting another Canadian. So that sucks for you.
That was a big one. I would
And Rugby Morning's back with another pick, right? You want me to announce that one too? I don't know how many times you can play the sound.
Just announce them all. I'm catching up here.
Rugby Morning has drafted Peter Asu.
He was the recent signing with Houston, correct?
I believe so.
All right.
The hooker on Houston.
These picks are coming in quick. Let me just get this. Julian Dominguez.
I think that's a great pick. I mean, he's definitely going to start. I feel like he's going to start over Tion Erasmus. And then we got Peter Malcolm. Holy crap, I'm up.
We'll keep you on here, Derek, until your next pick here. Well, you'll talk us through kind of how you're going through. But why don't we, while I'm putting these picks in, why don't you tell us like just how excited you are to be a part of fantasy MLR and kind of just like your aspect. I mean, you're mentioning how it's a big part of it. You play fantasy football and things like that too, like outside any other fantasy sport?
Yeah, for sure, man. I've been in like the same fantasy hockey league with my friends for like 13 years. I think we're going on now. So like that's a little bit of like my fantasy background too. I have played fantasy football, fantasy baseball, and stuff in the past. I just think like to me, I think fantasy sports is like really important to helping like grow like fan base and fan interaction and stuff. I mean, there's a reason why like something like NFL Red Zone has been successful for like however many years, right? Because people aren't just watching their team anymore. People are watching their fantasy teams too. And in often cases, people care more about their fantasy teams than their actual team. So, so giving people an outlet like that, I think it also like, I think from like a new fan perspective too, I think it also kind of, it encourages you to learn the positions a little bit more, encourages you to kind of like, know who some of the best players in the league are. Also, just like if you are involved in a fantasy league and stuff, it helps you like, just like learn the game and gives you a little bit of a added motivation to actually follow the league and maybe not just the team that you cheer for or that's in the city that you live in, or if you if you don't have a team in your city, it can help you follow the league instead of just picking like one team to watch, which I think is just super beneficial. And I mean that's kind of the perspective from like for like new fans and stuff too, but obviously it's a lot of fun for like diehard guys that like really understand the league well, and everybody else in between too. It's just a fun way to engage with the sport.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, and I mean that's such a Canadian thing.
Before you go forward, I'm gonna announce my pick. To be announced,
well, we got Peter Malcolm for Rugby Wrap Up, Mahanri Nagakuru.
That's not how you pronounce it, but good try.
Nakuru.
Yeah, the G is silent, Ryan.
Okay, we keep on going over this. Second rower.
You crushed it.
Seattle.
Now you're up, Ryan.
I'm up.
You focus on your pick.
I just want to say, very Canadian thing, playing fantasy hockey. I play fantasy hockey too, and it's about as Canadian as it gets. Every time when I'm down here and I mention I'm in a fantasy hockey league, they're always like, "What? That's a thing?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's definitely a thing."
Well, look, I think I'm just glad that Ryan, but you're able to kind of start out this thing where you don't have to pay for stupid NFTs to do fantasy. Like that was one of the silliest things that I've ever seen.
The MLD official MLR thing.
I mean, it was ridiculous. Like, why would you make fantasy MLR with a barrier? Like you're making people pay to play it. Like that's not how we want to do things.
And even at that, a lot of people don't. And even at that, a lot of people don't understand what like NFTs are too.
I have no idea what an NFT is, man.
I have no clue.
Yeah, that's kind of the point.
I can tell you the first thing about it. It's a picture that you paid stupid amount of money for.
All right, well, pick for me coming in LaRue Milan for me.
Oh, nice.
Whoa! See whether or not he can come back. And Derek, you're up, man, with your pick. Why don't you talk?
Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot about him.
So did I. And he was sick last year when he was.
Do we think he's gonna play much?
Well, that's the risk.
Apparently, Matt McCarthy said he's not 100%, but I don't know. He also said that people tore their ECLs, and that's not a thing.
Yeah. Not 100% could be anywhere between 1 and 99 though. So
that is true.
That's a lot of there's a lot there.
But I mean, the latest I saw a social media post. He is training, whether that's full training. Great. That's not. I think he'll eventually play, but we'll see. I mean, we're in the 7th round. We'll see what he goes. But yeah, what are you thinking here? I mean, you got yourself a pretty solid. You got your fly half. Where Maddie's really excited about Philippe Echeverry. You got the best second row, no question. I mean, he's by far the best second rower. Vian is the best back rower. Looking pretty good. So really, it looks like you go any direction here.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking a scrum half, maybe, but
yeah, they've been flying off the board.
They have, and that's kind of got me a little nervous about it. I mean, though, the only Canadian scrum half here is like Jason Higgins, though, and he's like one of like 4 guys that can maybe start for Chicago. So it's not exactly
you want him
confidence.
Yeah, I don't want you picking my handcuff. I'm gonna have to drop Jason Higgins in the 15th round to back up.
That's all right. Yeah, scrum half is a skill position. We don't want Canadians in the skill position.
No, yes, well, fair enough. Well, I don't know. He's not a Canadian, but he has the same name as a Canadian. Luke Campbell is from NOLA, still available. I don't know.
I think he was taken earlier.
Oh, was he? Oh, see, well, there we go. I'm not even paying attention then.
I thought he was available.
No, you got taken.
No, you got taken.
Ah, damn. All right, so that ruins. Okay, see, that ruins that pick then. I don't know. Is it worth taking the scrum half now, or should I like?
It's always tricky because after, like, I mean, last year the only startable, feasible scrum half was like JP Smith, by far none, and then maybe John Poland. And like Danny Tusitala was picked so early, but he just flopped so hard last year that like it burned on people. So I don't know. Maybe that's just
that's it. How do we feel about Nick Gregg from Miami? Or Greg?
Matt loves him.
Oh, he is a fridge. I am such a fan. He is an absolute fridge. I don't know if you remember John Ryberg.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's Ryberg but with skill. You know?
Wow, that's some elite.
That's the way that I see it. And he can play defense too.
All right, I think. All right, you know what? That sales pitch sold me on it. I'll take it.
Rucky the Seawolf has commented on our video. He says, "When is he getting taken?" So we'd picking up with the next pick.
Well, I'll do that. I can take Rucky the Seawolf. Can I go back on Nick Gregg here? Or?
Yeah.
I'd love to know what Rucky the Seawolf thinks of the Broccoli Man.
All right, Nick Gregg locked in there. Derek?
Yeah, I think we'll lock in.
All right, Nick Gregg locked in. That's in. Nick Gregg going in. So we got Eagles overseas up now with that. But that's a solid pick. But hey, Derek, great. I wanted to bring you on because obviously as our brand new member of the Fantasy Ruckers League, we're super pumped to have you part of this. And yeah, we're excited to see kind of how the season goes. I'm sure we'll be in contact and we'll get to see all of it. So man, appreciate you hopping on, dude. Thank you so much.
No problem, guys. Thanks for having me on. And I would wish you luck the rest of the way, but I'm playing against you guys. So.
There you go. Hey, best of not luck then.
That's great.
There you go.
Aussie rules season.
All right, so yeah.
Cheers.
All right, well, that was Derek Brissett of the Rouge Rugby. Nick Gregg with his pick there. Great stuff. Super excited to have him. Eagles overseas coming in with their pick too. Chris Matina coming in with that pick, which is pretty good.
Hey, is Ross Brody still in the league?
Who?
No.
Ross Brody?
Yeah, he's with the Tel Aviv Heat.
Oh. Makes sense why he's not gone then.
Ryan, I really like that Laruma Land pick.
You like it?
You got Billy Meeks. You can sit on Laruma Land. You can stay there and just, you don't need a rush to play him in. Once he's ready to play, you got him. That's a great pick. I like it.
I thought
I'm a big fan.
Oh, here we go. And it's finally in. Jordan Chait. Stephen Lowen is taking Chait.
Way to go, Stephen.
Listen to
that's for you, Eager 45. Oh, he plays in South Africa. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Derek. See, if you're on, you could have corrected me live.
There you go. Jordan Chait. By Eagles overseas. Match. I mean, that's a pretty good pairing for Eagles overseas. Jordan Chait and Jason Putros.
Yeah, that is. I mean,
it's sorry. That's for
why are you doing this?
Steven. That's for Steven. Steven chose. Jordan Chade. Eagles overseas Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, you're just gonna hope that he starts. I mean, he better have a backup. Unfortunately, he can't get the handcuff of Dan Hollinshead. I think Chade is gonna start. I think Hollinshead is gonna be probably the worst first round pick in the history of the fantasy Ruckers MLR league. So there's that. Danny, what are you gonna go here, man?
I wanted a scrum.
I feel like you
half,
could use a front row. You could use a scrum half. You could use a second row. Just fill out those positions, or you just wait till later. You just,
second row.
Oh yeah, just because Ryan said it.
No, the drop off is pretty significant there.
Maddie, I think the Seattle Seawolves mascot was trying to talk with you.
What happened? Broccoli guy is my buddy, but there's only one 2-time champ right here. Pfft, I like to hear. I like Rucky the Seawolves' attitude. You know, I'm a big fan. I'm not a fandom of any MLR team, and unfortunately, I can't cheer for the Seawolves because you guys are too good, and that would just be kind of. But
bandwagoning.
I did go to school out in BC, and I did beat the Seattle club team over there a lot.
Is Martin Vaca?
He's there.
What are you looking for?
He's definitely there.
Oh, glory. He's a front row. I'm just looking on the website of who they got.
I don't know who Old Glory DC got. Old Glory DC at hooker. They have Koi Nelligan, Facundo Goddess, and Martin Vaca. I like Vaca over the other two.
Yeah.
If you want to go for it, I would go for it for sure. There's also Kirby Myhill that's out there.
Martin Vaca taken by Vandy.
Let's go, Vandy. Nice pick, man.
Thank you, buddy.
And now we're up
Still
to
need a scrum half, though.
Let's see what John John's got here.
Who's San Diego's starting scrum half?
Connor Tupai.
He hasn't been taken yet,
because Danny Christensen should not start in the MLR, and Nate Boyer, he's all right, but I think Connor Tupai is a little bit. They brought him in for a reason, so.
Well, then that's what. As long as JJ isn't creeping my pick here, he's gonna lock in.
I know you just took JJ's pick.
Let's go. Now he's gonna take mine. That's what you get. I'll trade you Joel Hodgson for him. Let's go. Get it done. Get it done.
All right, Maddie. What's the?
Oh, this chat is popping off here.
So Rucky the Seawolves says nothing but respect. Can't wait to get my third ring.
All right, so the pick here is Augusto Bohm.
Okay. Augusto Bohm.
Now we're waiting. He's reviewing the next pick here.
Kev Nola. Okay.
I like that. I mean, I feel like he's going to start over Pat O'Toole. I mean, they brought him in for a reason, right? So.
I mean, I feel like we can say that a lot for a lot of guys, and then we ended up not seeing them.
Don't do that to us, Ryan. Don't do that to us. All right, and then we got Michael Amirez.
Okay. Michael Amirez. How do you spell that?
Michael Amirez.
Back row for LARFC. Okay. And I guess Vandy, you're back on the clock here.
Yeah,
why Jordan Chade on the bench and not front half?
I kind of wanted.
I like that pick. Hey, Vandy. I mean, so they just released a roster, and the guy who I wasn't sure who was starting isn't on the roster. So Connor Tupai, immediately I was like, hey, he's the starting scrum half for them. And I mean, it's never bad to have a scrum half of a good team.
He's on the best team. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
Steven, you're up, buddy.
Well, not the best team. Clearly not, but he's on the top team. I'm honestly
God,
surprised.
Utah's the best team.
Draft board back up. Let me put the draft board back.
I'm honestly surprised, Vandy, you didn't go Kieran McLeod.
Sorry, you're 45. Draft board's back up.
Dude, I kind of want to go Thomas Tueveo. Should know how to say that. Utah.
Good try, buddy.
Listen, man, it's been a while, okay?
Look, it's not that hard. You just pronounce it as it sounds, as it looks. No, but seriously, Vandy, did you know that Kieran McLeod was available and is probably the starting 9 at Utah?
No. Am I being quite honest? No, I didn't.
All right. Feral Hippie's going Michael Atete. Second rower, Miami.
All right, I guess I got to start looking at who I'm going to pick next.
Eagles overseas is up. That's a bold choice by Steven, though. 2 second rowers, like, I mean, I get he's got Mumson, but like
bold strategy, Cotton.
Yeah.
You know what? I like the team. If Mikey Teo was Andrew Coe, I'd have no regrets.
But Mikey Teo, though, is good, though.
I know.
That's the thing, though.
I took it because I felt bad when I called him 40. I think I might be older than Mikey Teo.
Ben Landry taken by Eagles overseas.
What the heck do you think you are? What do you think? You're a senior?
What do you know how old I am?
Tell me.
Oh, he's got me beat barely. Dude, his birthday's like 5 days away from mine, man. Let's go.
Oh,
that's a scary individual.
All right, Ben Landry.
You say the goal is to confuse and create chaos. Deed is done, my friend. The deed is done.
All right, LaRouge Rugby's up. I think now my new favorite mascot is Rucky the Seawolf.
You think so? Ryan, who's your team? Have you even ever told people who your team is?
Yeah.
I don't have a team.
Me neither.
Okay. Whoa. After 1 year of fantasy football, you made me pick a team. By the end of this year, you will pick a team.
All right.
You have to pick a team.
There's no more Toronto now. There is some bias here because I was on the official Old Glory podcast for a bit, but we already have 2 people that are Old Glory DC in here.
Yeah, no problem with that.
So it's hard to pick that. No, I'm not going to say. I'm definitely not. I don't think I'm an Old Glory DC fan. I'm kind of liking the idea, though. I like Chicago's jersey. James Dealey is now a Chicago fan.
So now you can't be.
So, but yeah, Derek Brissett, LaRouge Rugby, you are up, my friend.
Wow. You snuck away from that question. How much media training you got?
No,
hey, too much.
Yeah. You see that? The way he just effortlessly slithered out of there?
Too much media training. We need to shut this guy down. This guy's
You go to the school of Slytherin there, dog?
Juan Pablo Zeiss going to all right, that's actually I like that pick.
Yeah, I don't know. Front row's getting kind of thin here.
But I mean, Juan Pablo Zeiss is like one of the last. Like he was adequate last season
for sure. He's also on Dallas though.
Yeah, I mean, like what did he have last season?
Let's just keep him away from those.
86.7 fantasy points. Had a 19.
What are those? What's the thing that they fell off of 2 years ago?
A catwalk or something.
The catwalk, man. Really
all right, I guess I'm up.
6 feet up.
I'm up.
6 feet up. 6 feet
what
down.
am I gonna pick here? What do I need?
You need God, man. Have I taught you anything about the Book of Mormon?
You know what?
Tell me more, bud. Tell me more.
I don't know, but there's these guys that come around my house at least once a month.
So, Vandy. Oh, Ryan just announced his pick.
Cam Dolan is off the board.
All right. Hold on. We lied to Derek Brissett then. Like 3 picks back.
What?
We lied to him. We told him he was taken.
No, he said Nick McCarthy or Luke Campbell. He said Luke Campbell. He said Luke
Definitely
Campbell.
said Cam Dolan. Sorry, Derek. I'm pretty sure Ryan and Vandy lied to you.
I'm pretty sure he said Luke Campbell.
He definitely
Pretty sure
said Luke
Ryan and
Campbell.
Vandy lied to you.
He definitely said Luke Campbell.
Dude.
No, I heard Cam Dolan. I heard
He
Canadian
said Luke
name.
Campbell.
Wait, Cam Dolan is he even? He's American.
Andy, let me know if you need flankers here.
All right, Van,
Let me know if
you're up.
For our team.
He's
Let's
American.
go.
He's American. Never mind. I was pretty sure he said
We have a tape. We can go.
all right,
back.
I'm in.
He even said,
No,
I
we don't
definitely
have
said
it.
Luke Campbell. Look at
Oh,
you trying to
dang
just stir the pot.
Yeah,
Look,
why?
I
Get
don't know.
outta
What
here.
am I even doing here? I'm
I
supposed
don't
to be
even
on
know.
US Happy Hour, US Rugby Happy Hour.
All right, picks in. You're high on this guy, Matt Kirby Myhill, Miami hooker. I guess
You're
that'll
gonna crush it.
compete.
I also love Wales. Such a big fan of Wales.
Are you? Are you really?
Yeah,
I don't think
I'm a big fan of their team. I love how much they're losing right now. Really happy for me. Nice pick. Announce it, Ryan.
Greg Peterson
Yeah, you know what?
for rugby wrap up.
We probably could use a flanker, actually. Because I do need a forward.
I love you saying we now.
That's right.
Greg Peterson.
I'm a man of the people, okay? I've always been that way.
You like the Greg Peterson pick, Matt?
I do like it. I'm a big fan. I mean, he was in my top 5, so I just went with Mahonri Nakuru. So I didn't really need another second row. I needed a front row. That's what I needed. Oh,
Man, I
I
have
like
a
that
pitbull,
pick.
and I popped it, and it kind of looks like herpes. So I know it's not herpes.
All right. Well,
I didn't get it tested.
Manuel Ardao going to Rugby Morning.
Woo!
Hokey, you.
Vandy, you sure, man?
I don't know. Maybe I should get it
Because
tested.
with some of the picks you're making, I think it's Manuel Ardejo.
Ardeo.
What are you
All
talking
right.
about? Because the picks I made, I have herpes.
Pedro Emoff, Dallas Jackals going to Hokey. To
Boys,
wrap
if
up
I remember
round
Do
correctly-
people know that Kieran McLeay is still on the board? Do I need to
do
tell
now.
people one more time? Kieran McLeay is
did.
still on the board, and he's going to start for Utah. Every time he started for the New England Free Jacks, he was great.
Does he happen to be a flanker?
No, he's a
No,
scrum half.
he's a scrum half, but it's crazy that other scrum halves are being taken ahead of him.
Yeah, well.
And there you go. Kieran McLeay off the board.
Nice. Attaboy, Hoagie. Way to go, man. It's a
Kieran
nice little
McLeay.
handcuff there.
Rugby Morning is back up. That is a nice handcuff. Wait, handcuff?
Well, in case Pedro Emoff stinks because he's on the Dallas Jack.
But he's got John Poland too.
Well, then he's got a triple handcuff, and you know how that works.
Oh, Hokey's
Hold on. He's got 3 9s,
Matt, you ever been in handcuffs?
3 10s. That's a solid little lineup there. I mean, you could go so many combinations with that.
except for any forwards.
what have I done?
All right, Rugby Morning, you're up. Fitzy.
Oh
let's
my
see what
gosh,
you
he
got.
does. He has Quattrin. He has Quattrin. Don't worry about it.
We do love ourselves Quattrin. Oh, looking at this board here, though. What do you feel about your teams? We're halfway through.
I'm a big fan of my team. I wish I picked LaRue Milan, though.
Gotcha. All right. Rugby Morning going Jason Emery. He's now in LARFC.
Yeah, I realized I was being very vocal about Kieran McLeay when I don't have a 9.
Clive and
I shouldn't have
Loudstock.
been very vocal.
Oh, you're funny. And then we
Can I
got
pick Nate Ockberger?
Yeah, you can actually. He's like kind of like the Shohei Ohtani.
Hey,
You
I
can,
just
play
want
him.
just please, just real quick, guys.
All right, Matt, you are up here.
Anyone take Matt Heaton?
I don't want that.
No, he is still there.
Oh, you know who I'm going? I already know.
Oh, and your scrum half things continues. Carlo Denishin going to ruck and roll. How do you feel about that pick, Matt?
Feel pretty good. I like him. I mean, he was good last year. I had him on my team last year. I enjoyed having him. I just happened to have the best 9 in MLR last year. So,
all right,
just an
my
accident.
turn. So what do I have? I could go any direction here, huh?
You could.
I like my team.
Do you have all your positions filled? Back
Except,
three,
yeah, I got
center, front row, second row, back row.
Take a defense.
10. Scrum half. No, don't take a defense.
No. Do it. Dude, you love defense, man.
Ryan, there's lots of guys available. Take some flyers. Come on, take some flyers.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna be pissed if somebody takes this pick. How far are we? Supreme. Dude, you gotta change your name, man. That's some overlord. That's too much.
Oh, hey, Vandy, what do you think about Utah this year?
We're winning the whole thing. Give me the shield already.
Really?
What do you mean?
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, tough go. Because you're not going to win it.
That's fair. I think we are.
I don't think San Diego's going to win it. New England Free Jacks are up there. Seattle looks very good this year.
You know what the thing is? All of Utah went and trained with Reichert Hadding, and they've been drinking the same Gatorade. So we're about to go fire.
Tavita Karadrani.
Wow, that is a flyer and a half. Nice pick, Ryan. I don't know. I don't even know. I mean, he hasn't been in any of the preseason games. Are we concerned? Are we concerned? I mean, I get it. He is, but Gitto was in the preseason games. He has not been in any preseason game.
Oh,
we're not concerned at all. Nobody.
Nope, I'm not concerned. The Rouge Rugby are up. That's why I got 3 centers. I'm just gonna have 2 of them that can't play.
Chicago. Eager 45 says Chicago's going to win it. I don't think they're going to win it. Chicago will do much better than last year, though.
I agree.
I think the new bottom feeders are going to be
the Dallas Shockers.
Carolina. Are you still adamant that they're going to get under 3 wins?
I thought we lost you for a second.
Yeah, I was going to say. Dude, you faded to black there for a minute.
Do I think that they're going to get under 3 wins? Yeah, they're going to be under 3 wins.
All right. Well,
what round are we in?
Eager 45's a K trade isn't even in the country yet, Ryan. That guy is 21 hours away.
Yeah, well,
you know what?
He's gonna be a nice friggin' bench coach.
Abel says Dallas will still be at the bottom. I don't think so. Have you seen the Carolina?
We're getting to the garbage rounds here. Let's go.
This is where you got
0 wins for Carolina. We'll take any bet.
0 wins for Carolina.
Dude, Eager.
No, man.
I'm a degenerate gambler, man.
Dallas do exist in the league. And Anthem, or not Anthem, RFCLA does have a penis as a logo.
I mean,
Hound's going to take it this year. Carolina, LA. Yeah. I'm with Hokie on this one.
Yeah, it does. You know what? Now that you say that, it does look like a penis.
Isn't it? It's supposed to be a chestnut or something. Or an acorn.
An acorn.
Yeah, what do you think? You think it looks like an acorn?
I think that's subliminal messaging. The kind of style Disney used to do in the old VHS movies.
Matt Heaton has been taken.
Nice, Derek.
You know.
Thanks, Matt Heaton.
You heard me say it.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh,
the first defense off the board.
See? I told you.
Sorry, I don't think we're supposed to announce these, Vandy. Ryan, you got to announce them first.
Mm-hmm. It's okay.
Oh, come on.
You've been kind of breaking it this whole
That's
thing.
the
I mean, it
overlord
comes in way
stuff.
quicker. If you were just quicker of announcing these, then I wouldn't be an issue.
That's true. I'm trying to get the board taken care of. All right.
You're doing a great job.
Thanks, man.
Just sometimes when you put out a hand for help,
New England Free Jacks taken by Eagles overseas. Steven, you're up. That's the first defense off the board. That's pretty bold. That's pretty bold.
That's pretty.
Right?
But
yeah,
New England Free Jacks are the ones that I would expect to go this early.
Yeah.
Like basically, now you can kind of just have some fun with whoever's left. Like
That's why I picked K-Train.
Yeah, I don't know about that. He's not even in the country, dude.
Well,
He hasn't even gone on a plane.
You said great pick, and then you didn't say great pick. So I'm going to be
I
basically
said great. I said great pick, except he hasn't been any preseason. I was just wondering whether we're worried or not. Carolina are children. That's a bold thing to say about Tarangatira Waitokia. Or yeah. No, not Tarangatira Waitokia. Yes.
All right, Steven, you're up, my friend.
Steven, be kind.
Yeah,
it's funny because Steven's making picks in his other league at the same time he's making picks in this league.
Get out of here, really?
No, never mind. He messaged in the wrong league. He messaged the pick he wanted to make in this league. All right,
Steven, get your picks in order.
Ezekiel Lindenmuth.
All right, Vandy.
Houston.
What's the play here, my man? What do you got? What do you know? I am making picks at the same time. We are running our draft tonight, too. What a weapon. Stephen Lowen is such a weapon.
All right,
Hunga to society.
Hunga Havili, Vandy. Nice pick. It's a good pick.
Yeah. He did some second row, little back row.
We did talk
about him.
Plays
80 minutes. Gonna have a good game.
All right, Vandy, you're up real quick here.
Don't tell me what I am and what I'm not.
Oh, you know what you are. An absolute joke.
Absolute degenerate.
Yeah, that too.
Be honest with me. I'm not scared.
I always am honest with you, Vandy. I always am.
All right. So for lads on tour, we got Ignacio Dotti. Give me the position, Matt.
But yeah, I just put names.
All right, let me search this up then. Ignacio
Lock. OGDC. For Wayne Vanderbank. Center. New England Free Jack. Which I'm surprised. Actually, Wayne Vanderbank or Ben Lesage. I think Ben Lesage was very good pairing with the Ruma Len last year.
He was.
I thought he was very good. I mean, Wayne Vanderbank is good. But it was clear that they chose, maybe I'm remembering incorrectly, but it was clear that they had LaRue Milan and Wayne and Ben Lesage starting together more often.
Vandy, you're up.
Also, JJ's kind of like boys with Ben Lesage. I'm kind of disappointed in him, honestly.
Cheesy picked for you? Did he say?
Who?
No, did he send you those picks? Or are you based on?
Yeah, he sent me Vanderbank. So I'm kind of disappointed in him because I thought he would go Lesage.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys have partied together.
All right, Vandy, what are you going, buddy?
Dude, I don't even know if there are any. I guess I go Reese McDonald for a fly half.
Nah, he's not playing fly half.
Yeah, he'll probably going to play fullback this year, but you never know. He was really good at fullback last year, Vandy.
You can take a flyer on maybe if Josh Henderson enters the mix. Maybe
45 says you need a backup. Why don't you get Graydon Bowd?
Why don't you get Graydon Bowd? I was just going to say he's your handcuff, so you're guaranteed a fly half.
All right, do it. Lock it in.
All right, Graydon
Eager
Bowd.
45 says no. That's what he said.
Or you want to who you listening to, Vandy?
Wait. Good fullback though.
You
know
want
what?
to
Being a man of the people, you got to hear out people too.
Great and Bowed, final pick.
Go big.
Yeah.
Go big. Who's big, Eager 45? Who's big in your eyes?
I don't know, but my bladder's big right now. I'll be right back.
Did you make your pick?
Yeah, he made the pick. Vandy texted in the Discord.
No, he's gone.
Oh, all right, Steven, you're up, buddy.
Dorian Nunez, Dorian Jones. Eager 45. I don't know how I feel about your picks there. Anyway, so it seems like we have a clear understanding that LA, Carolina, and Dallas are going to be at the bottom.
I think that's what we're thinking.
I think LA is going to be the top of those three.
All right. Reynaldo Pusey going to Steven. So we are now up at Eagles
crazy.
overseas.
I need to look him up.
So you don't know him?
Well, I'm just like, really him? Is he texting in the right chat? I mean, I know he's on the Miami Sharks, but okay, fair. Rugby World Cup guy for Uruguay. Probably should have known him. But prop, what do we think about there's only a few props in this league, Ryan, that have done well fantasy.
It is true.
Juan Pablo Zeiss being one of them. Jared Adams being one of them, who's still on the board, by the way. We've seen guys like explosive guys like
who's this Dorian Jones I missed out on?
Rodney was shaky. They brought him in. Pro D2 is no joke.
David
is shaky
Still.
A compliment? Eager 45?
David Still to Eagles overseas. Center for Carolina. I think, is that our first Carolina player off the board? No, Tarangatiro by Tokyo.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm kind of pissed that I told the Brissett to take Nick Grigg.
Why? Oh, because you wanted him?
Have you looked him up? Have you looked up his body dimensions?
Yes, yeah, he's huge.
Can I tell you his body dimensions?
Yeah. What's his name? I gotta look him up.
No, don't look him up. I'll just tell you.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Paint me a picture.
Dude, this guy is 5'9", all right? So like 2 inches taller than me. Okay? 200 pounds.
Dude, you ain't 5'7".
What do you think I am? You think I'm under 5
taller
feet?
than you, or
you think I'm under 5 feet?
No. Never said
you think I'm under 5
I just
feet?
can't remember.
You know
I can't remember when I used to go face to face with you.
Anyways, this guy is 5'9", 200 pounds. And that's Wikipedia, so it's probably wrong.
It's true.
Yeah, well, I'm 5'7", 225.
Oh, yeah?
All right.
Well, right now, probably 229, man.
You're an animal. What do you think Mikey Teo is?
But I wish it was all muscle.
All right, LaRouge Rugby, Derek Brissett is on the clock here.
Man.
I don't know who to pick here, my next pick.
Mikey Teo, 5'8", 205. Beast, man. And he's so quick. What an absolute animal. Jakey is not a compliment. Rodney had a couple of games disappeared for many. I think Dorian starts over. Really, at 10? Oh, he's talking about Ione. Or Iona.
Oh. I think Dorian starts over him. Really?
I think Rodney was very careless with kicking sometimes in last season. But when he wasn't, he was on. I mean, I thought Rodney Iona was on when Nola was doing well. I agree. He had a lot of shaky games. And he was carelessly kicking the ball away, which didn't help their team, especially when you have the center combo that you have there. I think he'll do well with the team.
What's up?
Hello, everyone.
What's going on, AKP?
Hey, what's going on, man?
I'm doing well.
Hey,
How
Derek
are you all
Brissett threw his pick in.
For those, and I'll update the pick here. But for those of you who don't know or haven't seen the face of the mastermind behind it all, Alistair Kirschpool joins us here in our draft night, and this is the brains behind our website. For those all that don't know, and AKP wanted to hop on to give people a little bit of an update of what's going on with that, because you and I have been seeing and having our meetings and going behind the scenes in terms of everything going on, and we're getting super pumped up for the start of the season.
Yeah, it's really coming along. I'm probably the least stressed person here because I'm the only one who's not actually drafting.
I know
you're
just enjoying everyone.
Right, who's that next pick?
Hey, I got a bone to pick with that marble too.
For LaRouge Rugby.
Marbles had nothing to do with me.
My marble was loaded.
I had nothing to do with the marble.
Gone.
I'm not the marble man.
Up, eh?
I am up. I will make my pick. But Matt, any questions you have about the website? Why don't you ask AKP while I sift through these players here to try to figure out what
tons of questions. I haven't seen any of it. I would love to know, how is the website going to make me win this year? Is there code? Did you put the code and the proper HTML language in there to make sure that I'm winning?
Oh, absolutely. No, it's something. There's the cheat codes in there. Like any good developer, I've got the cheat codes.
Good.
But I'm going to give them to Fitzy, not you. So sorry.
Oh, what?
How easy are you bribed? How easy are you bribed?
That's a good question. I don't know. No one's ever tried to bribe me, so it
what
hasn't really come
think,
up yet.
Oh,
what do you think about Fitzy's team so far?
Oh, I've been providing secret help to Fitzy behind the scenes. Some secret analytics.
I don't know if that was allowed about.
Hold on. What picks are you behind?
No, I'm just saying there's a reason he selected a scrum half as early as he did.
Oh, okay. We'll see.
Is there algorithms in the website that I'm missing?
Oh no, these aren't in the website. These are on my computer. I've got endless Excel sheets. Just like as I've crashed my computer because I've had too many Excel sheets open before.
I don't know if you guys can hear
that's
my
the
laptop,
sign of an
but
Excel
it's
wizard.
screaming at me right now. And I only got like 5 open.
That's what happens when you have something from 2008.
Yeah, well, you gonna buy me a new one, Daddy?
Not me.
Hey, what if I call you Daddy? Hey, Daddy.
Come on now, don't make me blush in front of the live stream.
All right, here we go. That's my pick. AJ Alatima is in for me.
Gotta look at him with the handcuff.
Got to get the handcuff there. But yeah, Alistair, why don't we talk a little bit about the website?
Right, speaking of handcuffs, nope. Sorry, you got to announce my pick
now. What's your pick? Andre Warner, really?
Buddy, you're doing handcuffs. You can't look at me and be like, "Oh, what about his handcuffs?" I'm handcuffing it up.
All right. Andre Warner coming in.
What are you laughing at?
Nothing. I'm not laughing at nothing. I want to talk with the AKP, and you're not letting me.
That's okay.
I'm picking all the South Africans from Houston.
Okay. All right. There we go. Andre Warner up. Rugby wrap up is in now.
I don't know. These three always go real quick, Ryan. You better be ready to fire.
I know they do. Where did LaRouge Rugby go? Oh, Shawnee Kubian. Okay. Well, AKP, let's talk a little bit about website before Rugby Wrap Up gets their pick in here. Super exciting stuff. I mean, what do you want to kind of outline about what's new this year coming in? Obviously, for people who've checked out the fantasyruckers.com before, has seen what it's looked like in the past, but it's going to look a little bit different coming into this year for sure. It looks pretty nice.
Yeah, it should look a lot better this year. Really updated the design and it should look more like a real website and less like something that I just threw together at the last minute, because it will be more like a real website and less like something I threw together the last minute.
Literally, it'll literally be that, because I mean, you had to throw something together pretty dang quick last year, but we've had some time here to kind of put together what we've had this year. I guess the biggest adjustments, I mean, it seems like it's pretty more flawless in terms of roster adjustments. There's gonna be more stats on there, more fantasy relevant stuff. I think it's just all going to be a much more user friendly experience when it comes to just owners that are on it, which comes at a perfect time with everyone playing fantasy this year.
Yeah. That's the idea, and there's a fair amount that went into the back end to sort of make it robust enough for normal people to use. There's a fair amount there were a fair amount of bugs last year that, you know, the league members last year were subjected to and helped us figure out, and should be a much smoother experience this year.
Nice pick.
Absolutely. A couple nice picks here coming here. Sorry, AKP. Rugby wrap up coming in with Geronimo Gomez Vara. With the Dallas Jackals, and then Rugby Morning coming in with Lucas Burr, second rower.
Oh my gosh, they're just coming in. They're flying in hot.
So coming in flying. A couple more
Good
picks
choice,
here.
Fitzy.
Yeah, this live shout out for him. There we go. For Hokie, Tuver Vuga Koto getting taken there. For Hokie. Hooker for Utah. And then also taking Ben Lepage, who you said should have been taken as well there. So I'm going to just update those on the pick board.
So can we just take in the fact that Hokie still has no back row and no second row?
Yep.
And no additional back row. I mean, hey, I like the moxie. I like the moxie that he's going in with this. It's not the way that I would go, but hey.
But it's I mean, it just takes a pick of someone changing to a what's it called? A scrum half to a back three going. And then win you a title. But yeah, Tuver Vokoto, Ben Lesage going to Hokie, Ronan Foley. That's a nice pick there with the Dallas Jackals there. I think he was on my sleeper pick there for Rugby Morning, and then Mark O'Keefe coming in for Rugby Wrap Up. So Matt, you are back on the clock here.
Yeah, I'm coming in hot here.
You guys are flying with these picks.
Love to see it.
Yeah, maybe it won't take like 5 hours this time.
Yeah,
I know.
Let's go.
All right, hold on. Let's see here. Ben Lesage coming in there.
This guy's a beast. Also, nice pick, Rugby Wrap Up with Mark O'Keefe. I'm a big fan of that one.
Yeah,
I'm surprised he's still around this late in the draft.
Yeah, that is true. I was definitely surprised. I think some guys just kind of go forgotten about.
Well, I guess that's one of the things. Like AKP and I have talked about it in terms of like that transitioning over like a draft.
Oh, by the way,
I'm on the clock. I know.
Well, you want me to say
is that what you're saying? Oh, your draft pick. Yeah, why don't you say your pick?
Yeah. So I want to roll off Smith. This guy's an absolute South African animal.
Is that the theme this year? South African.
I mean, I don't know. I got a pretty good mix of everybody. I'm not discriminatory.
But what I was saying though is, Alistair, we've talked about the difficulties in transferring over a draft kind of system and format into the website, and obviously we can make improvements from Excel. But I think that's one of the things that's like when it's like there's so many players in the league. You know, when you do your ESPN drafts, you do all your other drafts. It's like, it kind of filters all that for you, so you know what players are coming up. This is a lot more manual, so you'll have guys like Mark O'Keefe that are falling through the cracks.
Yeah, and it's sort of difficult from a web design perspective. Anytime you've got users interacting in real time, and suddenly you've got to have the server interacting with everyone back and forth. You got two-way traffic there, and that always just gets complicated. So there's a lot of stuff that, I mean, the website's going to be a huge improvement this year on last year, but there's still going to be stuff to be improved, and a lot of it's probably going to come during the season. Like, every week you might notice things updating and new things becoming available. My hope is that it's better by the end of the season than it is at the beginning of the season, and then we'll have another off season. It's sort of always in constant development. It's never finished.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going
construction.
I'll announce my pick here. I'm going
Cara Pryor. Do you think this is a tough one for me? I don't know how I feel about this one because
my pick.
I don't know where he sits in that Seattle team.
Well, see, the thing
I really don't, because
I have Charles Elton.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm trying to think. I mean, Cara Pryor, from my memory, mainly played it.
Which isn't great.
I mean, he was good with New York.
Yeah, but did he play? I mean, I could be completely wrong on this. Did he play a lot of time at flanker for New York?
He does always. He sticks in my memory as an 8-man.
That's what I feel like he was for the Blues as well.
It's like everyone
But
going and checking their spreadsheets.
I know.
I mean, that was a tough. Like, I mean, you look at that back. Like Pago Haini, definitely an 8-man for sure. Riker Hadding, he's juiced up. He's playing 8. I would be interested to see where Cara Pryor fits in that, because Charles Elton, I think he's a flanker. They also have Neil Moylette. He's kind of going under the radar as well.
All right. Well, LaRouge Rugby's on the clock here. All right. This should give us a little bit of time here, AKP. Why don't we talk about a little bit what people need to know about the website coming up in terms of timeline moving forward, how they're going to get signed up, how people are going to get their players onto on their teams and so forth. Why don't we go through a little bit of details like that?
Yeah. So currently we're in the. I'm just testing the improvements, making sure everything works. I'm loading in the new data for this season, and then sometime, end of this weekend, early in next week, I'll start sending out sign up emails. They'll have a link in there, and the league members will be able to click on that. It'll take them to a page. They'll be able to name their teams for each league that they're in. I don't think too many people are in more than one league though, so you'll get to name your team, and then I'll also send out an email to the commissioners of each league. They'll have access to a special part of the website where they'll be able to add in everyone's picks. So they'll be able to populate everyone's roster for the first time with the picks from these drafts. Sweet. And then we'll enter into that first waiver period, and things will kick off.
Yeah, I know that was a big question. By the way, LaRouge Rugby picks Mitch Richardson there for his 11th round pick. Eagles
very
overseas
Canadian
up.
pick.
Very Canadian pick. Former Toronto Arrow, now on the Dallas Jackals. But Alistair, I know that was one of the big questions was if there's going to be a waiver period heading into that first week. And historically, when it comes to fantasy sports, there is always that waiver period. So you'll have these teams to kind of mull over, kind of make that decision in terms of what you need. And then once that first waiver period comes through, you can place those bids in to start using that bid money, $100 to kind of fill out your team. And then once match day starts on Saturday, we'll have it all open up for you to make any final picks. And Jack Iscaro is picked by Eagles overseas. So it is.
Well, of course, I like that.
Come back to this draft.
Jack Ascaro is on that. So yeah, I mean that'll be a good one there, I guess. In terms of getting that waiver period through. And I think a big announcement, Alistair, that will be nice. And we'll talk more about this podcast, but I know Maddie will be a big fan of this. We are going to have a weekly challenge. And we're going to have it to start off and kick off the season.
That's huge.
Yeah, it was one of those features that didn't know if it was going to get in there, but by the end, but I managed to knock that out pretty quickly in the end. And yeah, and I think that's a big feature. I mean, just giving everyone an opportunity to play. I'll probably play that as well, because I don't have the time or energy to actually do real fantasy, but weekly fantasy I can probably manage.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's a perfect middle.
Just wait one second, Matt. Kind of slipped through the cracks. William Talatina getting picked there. How he fell this far is pretty crazy. But Stephen gets
underrated pick
and around. That is a very underrated pick. I know that in one of our posts when we said kind of the best centers, I know Rugby Shop Now came through and said that their pick for best center is Willie T. So
well, and he's an underrated pick too, because if you look at the Old Glory roster, there's him and there's Tommaso Boni. And then there's like John Powers, and that's about it. Like, yeah. And Palema Roberts, who has spent the last 2 seasons injured and it'll be his rookie season. So like Talatayan is going to get some time. He's not, you don't have to worry about him being benched.
I'm honestly not that high up on Tommy Boney.
Vandy, you're up, by the way.
No. Yeah, Vandy, you're up. Figure it out. I don't know how I feel about. I mean, I was watching some film on him. What do you think, AKP? You think he's gonna be a pretty big impact in that back line?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty excited for him because he's going to really be stepping into the shoes of Threat and Palamo, sort of as that big body center that really, creates space for the rest of the back line. I think he and Willie T are going to be a good combo. Although, but from fantasy wise, that's a good question.
Ready, take it, Vandy.
Yeah, nice
because he's probably going to be the one who
every draft.
Because he's going to be like 5 yards in a cloud of dust sort of guy. So I don't know if he's gonna make that many fantasy points, but
yeah, I can see him in the tackles and the breakdown steals.
Yeah, that's where he's going to earn his living, I think, from a fantasy perspective.
And that's where I'm like, man, is that where I want my center to make, like my starting center to make all of his points? There's only so many JP Duplessis. Yeah, I get it, but like, I don't know. I would rather have the meters gained over the tackles and the breakdown steals.
Although I think some guys are going to find it hard to tackle him though too. So I think
that is true.
Especially against weaker defenses.
Yeah,
and anyone who doesn't quite have
taller.
Yeah, because he's a big guy, so he could make some serious breaks in the center. I don't know. Remains to be seen.
I guess we'll see.
Fortunately, I don't have to make these decisions.
That is true. That is very true. Well, Vandy goes Mani Tongo Weha. Did I say it right?
Nice.
Close enough. So John is up next here, Maddie. So you let me know what his.
Yeah, it's already picked in.
Oh, Joe Tafetti and Drew Wild. That's pretty good. I like those picks. Joe Tafetti is a low key.
We'll see. Player. We'll see what happens. I mean, Peter Malcolm, I think right now for me is a clear starter.
Yeah.
But Tafetti showed in Houston last year, like the type of impact that he could have.
Mm-hmm.
And he's obviously he's a pretty great player. And then Drew Wild, I mean. Drew Wild was electric. Very good for meters gained. Not so great in terms of try scoring, but I think meters gained at this time is like you're kind of just getting guys that you can. While Vandy's trying to rack his brain for this. AKP, what do you think about Old Glory DC this year? What do you think about? Do you think they're going to do well? Where do you see them finishing?
I think they've got a really good shot at doing pretty well this year. I mean, looking at the roster, everything seems to be improved on last year. There's some good players who've gone. I think the only thing that could be a stumbling block for Old Glory this year is depth. They really have a fairly they just don't have that many players on the roster. Like I was talking with the centers. I mean, you've got like two top quality centers, and if either of them get injured, you're playing someone out of position, or you're playing someone without a huge amount of experience.
I really like your back row.
Yes, the back row.
I'm a big fan of your back row. Yeah, very big fan of your back row. I think your front row has decent depth. It's not too bad. I think the backs is really where your team where they're. But to be fair, you look at guys like Axel Muller. You have guys like hopefully Damian Hoyland gets in. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty good when you're looking at it. I mean, you do talk about depth. It's like, okay, who comes on after those guys?
Just a bump in. Vandy picked Rob Harley.
Yeah, you would, Vandy.
Good choice.
Steven is up next. But
I'm a big fan of John Rizzo. I like John Rizzo a lot.
Yeah. John Rizzo, he's another one of those guys who slips sort of under the radar because he's young, but he's explosive. I think it's notable that he's the sort of young back line guy who's stuck around the longest for Old Glory.
Yeah. And you know what's a
lot of young guys.
A low-key great pickup for you guys was Connor Buckley as well.
Yeah. Although, I mean, he's replacing John Lefebvre, who is a quality player. And the problem is when you've got Danny Tusitala in the as your starter, none of these guys ever get any time. So
look, I hope Tusitala comes back to form this year. I think he was. I think he just wasn't Tusitala last year in my mind. He just didn't. He wasn't He wasn't the attacking scrum half that we all expected. Am I wrong there in saying that?
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. And I think that's partly the way I mean, you compare like him to 2020 where he really lit the league on fire, like him and Jason Robertson. And I think, part of it's like the league has changed. Part of it is maybe he's gotten a little bit older, but part of it's also the team has changed around him. And I think, they've found explosive play in other parts of the team.
No, it's fixed.
It's fixed, right?
Yeah. I think so. I just hope that because I think he was a bit hesitant last year. He wasn't the attacking threat that everybody needed, and everybody was like, Ryan, I don't know if you want to jump in and announce Steven's pick here before I go on.
Yeah, Jason Dam is his pick here, back rower for
Nice pick.
LA or RFC LA.
Another good pick too. He's been quiet recently, but because he's been injured, but he could do some big stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But long story short, I hope Tusitala comes back and plays really well this season. I hope he's the number one scrum half by the end of the year.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
I want to keep you on AKB because there's someone I want to ask you about my pick, but I don't want to mention it until I get there so that no one takes him. But I want to.
Derek, take him. Take this guy. It's an Old Glory DC guy.
Yeah,
probably. Yeah, or a former Old Glory player. There are a number of guys who've moved on to other teams.
Bailey Wilson to Eagles Overseas.
Big pick. I like that pick. That's such a safe pick, I think. I mean, he's Captain Utah, basically.
Yeah.
And just the tackle numbers on the guy. He's just going to be consistent for you.
Young guy, too. U.S. qualified.
Yep.
Yep. Rugby is good.
Bill Baker loves his U.S. qualified guys.
Yeah, he's sort of like the American equivalent of LaRouge.
Yeah, exactly. So Ryan, who are you taking? Who you want to talk about?
I'm gonna wait until LaRouge Rugby makes his pick, and then we'll talk about it.
You.
All right, Dougie Fife.
I'm guessing it's gonna be either Axel Muller.
No, well, Axel Muller, we're still waiting on, right? Aren't we? Isn't he still in Edinburgh?
That's
Damien Hoyle.
Oh, Damien Hoyle.
Right.
But Axel
Muller was never in Edinburgh to begin with.
Yeah, he was. He's a South American. No.
Yes.
All right. LaRouge Rugby going with Dougie Fife, back threer from NOLA.
Axel Muller's an absolute beast. That guy is a mutant of a human.
I really hope he can get US qualified because I know he's been wants to be US qualified, but he's something like, I don't know, 6 months or a year short on like the amount of time he would need to change.
So why?
So he'd need to get an exception from World Rugby.
Why has no one picked him yet?
I don't know, Ryan. You tell me. Why has no one picked him yet?
I don't know. Why has no one picked Axel Muller yet? I don't get it.
Because they're up right now. Dougie Fife goes to LaRouge Rugby.
I wanted to ask you about Colin Gross.
Oh yeah.
And what your thoughts about him are, because I mean, he played at the second row position for a handful of games last year. Has obviously historically played back row as well. Is he in the starting lineup this year? What's your thoughts on Colin Gross being the OGDC expert?
Well, it's a really good question because, like, as we were talking about the back row for Old Glory earlier, I mean, it's deep and it's full of great players that, it's hard to say who will get the most time. It's something where I would be cautious of it because, I mean, Jam is probably almost certainly going to be the 8, but then you look at the flanker and it's like you've got Lautaro Bavaro, who was fantastic last year. You've got Corey Daniel coming back, absolute tackling guy. Yeah, you got Nico Jones, who, stepped in last year and really looked fantastic. So, like, it's going to be competitive in that back row.
Does he have a chance at playing at the second row?
Potentially, and especially if we need domestic options there. Although that goes down a bit with Bill Whiteside joining the team, like, officially.
And you got Rob Harley and Ignacio Dotti.
Yeah. So I don't know that I think he'll be injury cover there if they need him there, but I don't think that's going to be where they really want to play him.
My sneaky second row prediction is probably not looking so hot right now when our forward prediction segment. You know what? We're taking Flyers. I'm taking Axel
I think
Muller.
he could. He's one of those guys who, like, if he does get that starting spot, he's going to be set. I think he's going to be great, but I just like there's so many good players in that Old Glory back row that I just I don't even know.
Yeah, I feel. Well, Axel Muller's my pick. Maddie, you're up. You like that pick?
I like it. I like that pick. He is an absolute mutant. And
he's a guy too. I've talked to the guys on the team, and he's someone they've mentioned as like someone who is like really jumped out as being an impressive addition to the team. So I think it's a good choice for you.
All right, there we go. Well, Maddie, you're up, buddy.
Yep.
What are we thinking here? I mean, we've gone a lot quicker than we had last year. Last year's stream was at 3.5 hours. We're at 2.5 right now, and we're almost done the draft. This is pretty solid. Pretty solid. Well, hey, AKP, while Maddie's thinking about his pick here, again, I think
I'm not thinking anymore.
We're super excited about the website. Again, I think we can tell everyone more information will be coming out soon with regards to all that coming out. I know you and I are working over the weekend to finalize some stuff, and then that should be out early, next week with some information.
The big number 8.
Any last thing that you want people to know before we sign off here and get the picks back up on the board?
Not especially, except if you're an Old Glory person, follow the Glorious Rugby podcast. Gotta give
the plug there. Absolutely,
get that plug in there.
It's a good podcast to listen to. I've definitely tuned in. It's great. I even had a guest.
And you've guest hosted. What are you talking about? Just tuned in.
Yeah.
So
no, you're an important part of the Glorious Rugby family, I guess.
I appreciate it. A distant cousin, I guess, to the family. And then I should give out a shout out to. We didn't do it while he was on the air, but shout out to LaRouge Rugby. As well, Derek Brissett and what they're doing over there. Make sure you give them a follow as well. The Rouge Rugby podcast. Listen to what they got. Follow them on socials. Glorious Rugby podcast, wherever you get your podcast, should be good. Well, hey, AKP again. Thank you so much. I think I speak for everyone saying that we're super stoked for everything that's coming up, and we couldn't be more thankful enough for the amount of work that you're putting in for this, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, right. Thanks. It's going to be fun to see everyone enjoy that website. So
absolutely.
Cheers, man.
Right.
Thank you.
You're awesome.
See ya.
All right. Well, that is AKP, our man himself who does it. So, Maddie, you're coming in with your pick.
Man.
Thomas Tuavau coming in, and that one. Now the picks are flying here. This part of the draft is always the speedy side. So Axel Muller's on with my pick.
You don't want to call them garbage rounds, but the way I always look at fantasy sports, your last 3 picks are pretty much droppables in the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, maybe that's your picks, bud.
That's fair.
Thomas Tuavau in that one.
Having a guest host is allowed. Yeah, Mr. Baker, a guest host is allowed. Have me on. I'll replace Fitzy anytime.
Thomas Tuavau coming in. We got Eric Naposki for Rugby wrap up.
Bill Baker, if you need something a little more unhinged and a little less educated than Fitz.
Nico Jones from Rugby Morning.
I'm your guy.
And then Luke White and San Diego for Hokie.
Oh, I like it. Hokie being the homer. I like it. Be guys. Keep it together, Vandy.
Listen, man. I went to the Red Wings Colorado Avalanche game last night.
I did see that.
Got home about 1:30. Went to work for 6.
Houston SaberCats defense coming with Rugby Morning. So Rugby wrap up is back on the clock. So defense is starting to come off the board here. Eric Naposki.
And more drunk. I'm just carrying it over, man. It's just been one long, continuous day.
All right, so Luke White going to Dankus Anchors. That's his first back row pick. And San Diego.
I haven't done well enough to talk enough smack yet, so. Ooh. Fitzy takes Houston.
Nico Jones. Back rower.
Want me to help you out and announcing these while they're rapid fire and you're updating?
I already got Houston Sabercats. I can get this last one here.
Okay.
We're all good.
Because I'll butcher the pronunciation, but I'll give it my all. I promise.
It's okay. At least
give me James Stokes.
Oh, he's going for it. Hold on here. Eric Naposki back 3.
Yeah.
Mr.
Right,
Baker, I can't promise that. More
up.
junk.
So we got Mason Flesh for rugby wrap up.
All right. Rock and roll.
Already picked. Already came in hot.
All right. We
Coming
got,
in hot. What are you drinking? Hold the can up.
Shock top.
Ooh, those are good. That looks like the non-alcoholic can.
Yeah, it is.
All right, and
Yeah,
James
figured.
Stokes for Maddie.
You grow a little duster on your lip, and you still can't drink beer.
All right, buddy, relax. All right, maybe you grow a little duster on your head once in a while.
Oh, he got you. He got you.
Sorry, I felt so bad at the time.
Oh, that was good. That was good. That was good.
Oh, I felt so bad.
Oh. Oh man, that was good. Oh, my couch is wearing some of that beer now. Oh my god, roasted. 10:40 at night, I'm getting cooked, man. Oh, that was a good one.
Man.
That was a good one.
Oh my gosh, I did not expect that one.
That was good.
Oh, Matt, you don't clap back that well, but that was money. Oh, that is hilarious.
All right, let me make my pick here. Hold on.
Oh my god.
As I'm getting my pick.
Look at this guy.
Oh no.
Ah, 50.
Fitzy, what is up, buddy?
He went to get a beer.
Oh, did it? What? He left in the middle of the stream? I know, I didn't see. Fitzy, what's up, buddy?
Hurry up, Ryan. Make your pick.
I gotta make my pick. Here we go.
Going on, buddy.
This is
Fitzy, we've been talking a lot of trash about you, so I'm happy we finally get to say it to your face.
Fitzy,
this is a real man's beer. None of that shock top bullshit. None of that weak ass shock top bullshit. This is what a real
right.
An IPA.
Oh my gosh. Look, whoever says that they enjoy IPAs, they're lying. Ryan here is drinking an IPA and he's been nursing his first one for the past 3 hours.
I've been done.
That's the problem.
5 minutes ago.
It's good to see you guys.
Yeah, buddy. How you
been?
been?
How do you feel your draft is going? I'm trying to figure out how to make my pick here. So you, Matt, you?
I don't know. We'll see. I'm not too high on it.
I don't know. AKP sounded pretty confident.
Well, you know what? Look, here's the thing. I'm gonna classic undersell you. I hate my draft. It's the worst draft I've ever had.
Oh yeah.
So I'll just have to win it.
So do you think Mac Mason's starting this year?
I hope so. I drafted him.
Well, I know, but
freaking hope so.
Drafting him.
Because look, it's him and Sam Windsor and who else? Who's the other? They've got 3 fly halves over there. I don't think Sam Windsor is going to get starting minutes. Reese Jones. So you got to think it's going to be Mac Mason because I don't think you're going to give starting minutes to Sam Windsor. But who knows? Who knows?
What do you have against Sam Windsor?
No one's picked up Sam Windsor, right? I've got nothing against him.
He has been picked up.
Yeah, he's been picked up.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Oh, no, they did have Shane Barry.
Lataro Bavaro. Since Fitzy's on, I'm picking Bavaro.
That's a good pick.
Boy.
It's a good pick. You'll get a lot of tackles out of him. You'll get 15, 16 tackles a game from him.
I swear Oakland DC is the team with the most back row drafted in this draft.
I mean, if you look
Jones, we got Bavaro, we got
Jama,
obviously. feel like there's another guy who got drafted as well.
Well, New England probably has a ton too, but yeah, a lot of men's Eagles on that OGDC squad.
How do you feel about Tommy Boney? I asked AKP about this as well.
Yeah, I thought obviously I'm excited for him. I drafted him. I think he's going to be a good addition. I think he's going to pair up well with Willie T. I thought he played really well in that La Via Cup when they played Spain and Portugal and all that stuff. He romped for a couple tries against, I think it was Spain. He looked pretty solid, man. And here's the deal: Old Glory DC's offense might not be as explosive, but I'm excited to see what Boney's going to bring to the squad. I think he's got the ability to break some long ones and dot down. So maybe a little.
No, I feel like I was telling AKP, and I don't know if you're listening, but I feel like he was going to probably be a bit more of a defensive guy. Maybe I don't watch him enough, but that's kind of the feeling that I got when I was watching a bit of film on him.
Well, you're not wrong, because the defense the coach that they have for Old Glory now, the head coach Simon Cross,
LaRouge Rugby's up, by the way.
He emphasized in the making sure that Old Glory DC defense was going to be much improved, bend not break. They're going to stick around more. So I think you're right about that. I think we'll see some tackles out of him in the
tackles, breakdown steals. I know he likes to get his head stuck in.
Yeah. How you feeling about your team, Matt? Are you going to repeat?
Hey, I'm feeling pretty good.
That's a good pick.
I kind of took the exact same.
That's a good pick. I want LaRouge Rugby to call his team name not the Toronto Arrows.
Pour one out for the Toronto Arrows. Seriously, it's a shame that they left, but I think they'll be back. I think a Toronto team will be back, but
really, I don't think so. I think it's going to get replaced.
All right. Eagles overseas is up.
No, I'll put $10 down that Vandy makes the playoffs this year.
That's right.
Why do you want to lose $10 so quickly like that?
I don't think Maddie's team makes the playoffs. I think Vandy edges them out.
Keep going. I'm almost there.
I just put another IPA. I can keep rolling. I'm the only league member who's made the playoffs, I believe, consecutive years. Each year that we've done this, I've made the playoffs. JJ may have made the playoffs twice.
I made the playoffs last year.
Not in the first year. What was your record?
Eagles overseas going with Mitch Wilson.
Toilet bowl playoffs.
Hey, we don't talk about the first year.
No, I'm just playing. I'm just messing. It's good to have you guys.
Actually, wait, Matt, I beat you that first year.
That's right.
We don't need to talk about that.
Well, no. Here's the deal. How's the Supreme Commander going to actually do this year? Is he going to?
I like my team. I gotta say,
I'm really jealous of that.
Him and Kirschpool are too close, man. We got to be checking this website.
I was kind of hoping you were going to take Muller. I wanted him when you guys were chatting about it. I was like,
really like the Axel Muller pick. Yeah. I really like that Axel Muller pick.
What can I say?
think I was watching him, and I think he's the type of winger and the type of build and the type of play style that does well in these types of.
Dude, I think Derek's going to have a solid team.
Reese McDonald from Stephen Lowen. Good. So Vandy, you're up.
Yeah, I really like Felipe.
Rugby wrap up's definitely going to finish at the bottom. It's without question. It's without question.
Well,
they have the worst team this year.
When you draft Holland's Head third overall, not third round, even third round was a bit early for Dan Holland's Head.
Marcos Young overall. Vandy.
I think he's gonna pop down there in Miami.
I'm hoping so.
Is it McDonald with an A? Yeah. All right. So
all right, Sam Hill for JJ for the first one.
Okay.
Oh shit, am I coming up here?
No, you're far away.
That's probably you get the yapping on here.
We need some G.
No, seriously though, Ryan, how do you feel about joining officially this year? Are you excited?
I'm super excited because obviously I've been able to watch you guys have freaking fun. And
you wrote the script.
Well, hopefully I can write the script in my favor this year too. Who knows? No, it's good. It's exciting. Sam Hill in for John for his first pick. But yeah, I'm excited just to get the opportunity to kind of give you all a little bit payback. You guys have all been a pain in my butt for the past 2 years, and the amount of work that I've had to do for you guys over the course, I'm gonna now pay that all back. So
Okay, then I'm back.
So now, Vandy, I've been impressed, right? So in the 3 years since we started doing this, you went from a relative newbie to rugby to now, you say stuff where like shit, Vandy knows his stuff. You're feeling more confident. You're feeling more confident. You're putting the team together. What are your thoughts going into this season about how your team's going to perform? Like, how did you approach the draft this
year? Well, I usually like a fly half early on. Didn't do it this year, so we'll see how that goes. But
you got his boys. You got Fitzy's boys. Like,
okay, wait, I need to name here real quick.
Dan Creel, great pick. Caleb Makini, great pick. Christian Dyer. I mean, Martin Vaca. I think that's a crafty little pick. Rob Harley. I mean, that's a squad right there. Pick. That's a squad. Jason Robertson returning for OG.
You got his second pick.
Nice.
Yep.
Thomas Vandy. What? Oh, there you go.
I know he's not taking it.
No, Milanos. Tommy Milanos.
All right, Tommy Milanos taking. All right, Vandy, what do you got?
No, man, honestly.
Vandy, what do you got before you start?
He's going Utah D like a
Utah
joke.
Defense.
Milanos,
the absolute clown that he is.
Okay. You know what, Matt? I can't wait to bend you over this year. You know what?
Yeah, when? Tell me time and place. I'll be ready.
No, but honestly, I feel like this year I wanted to take more shots at guys that weren't in the league. Yeah. After the first year, it was just kind of like, no, only play with what you know. And then this year, I thought I'd be a little bit more bold, take some guys I didn't, have some insight on. But, all
right, Steven,
honestly, I like the look of the squad.
Look, with the 10-team league, right, the waiver wire, there's going to be so many people be able to pick up and drop. And I think this year,
exactly.
I think I'm going to be more aggressive on the waiver wire in terms of not letting guys just sit on my bench, like hoping, maybe this will be the week they pop. And if they're sitting on my bench, fuck, I'm drop them. Excuse my language, just drop them and pick someone else up, right? So, look, I could go 0-16 as long as I beat Maddie twice. I'll be happy.
That's right, baby.
That is the thing, though, is like that's what you'll learn from fantasy. Like fantasy football was a big thing like that. Like you're hoping for these guys to break out. And you're like, oh man, when will this guy happen? When will this guy happen? And then,
because I guarantee you, because we had no idea that Sam Gala was going to be a fan. Remember we talked at the beginning of last year, like there's no way like these incoming rookies. When we said rookies, like drafted college guys,
so is Rick Rose going to be a thing?
Well, I might pick him up here soon, maybe.
Ricky Rose.
But that's the thing. Like we had no idea that Sam Gala was going to be the leader in stats for second row position, right? For the lock position, no clue.
And a
right?
phenom at that.
Yeah. So, are there guys like that are in the league? Probably, of course there is. And it'll be whoever can get on them first and who can spend their money wisely. And injuries, of course, are going to take a toll. So
that's true.
Who knows?
Just waiting on. Steven sent his pick in. Tinashe Muchena.
How many Houston guys does Steven have?
Through 2 years now, honestly.
How many Houston guys does he have?
The waiver's pretty good all the way to the end. Like
Eagles overseas is on the clock now.
Meanwhile, if you played like fantasy football, you got like 4 or 5 weeks to spend your entire budget, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Well, how do you feel, Fitzy? I feel like we got through this a lot quicker than we did last year, huh? Bryce Campbell, the Eagles overseas.
Yeah, we couldn't have gone much slower last year, to be honest.
No, we were pretty slow. I mean, it was going off the rockers.
So Brian, just talk about like the growth of the league. How many other leagues are there right now? How many other?
So in total, so there are 4 other leagues that are being run by their own commissioners, which is
so 40 other players are playing.
So so those are built by 8-team leagues. So that would be
that's even crazier. That's even crazier because all those teams are going to be stacked.
Yeah. Well, there have been some interesting picks that have been going through with those. Like I really thought. I mean, you went Nate Oxberg with this one. Like, what was your thought? Like, was that like hands down you're going Nate? Like, if he was available for you?
I was going back and forth
on
getting the
center. You knew there was no way you predicted Awake was going number 1 overall. So you had the pick of the farm.
I don't know.
Surprised you didn't go Mono.
I know, right? Because Mono carried me all of last year, and I'm going to root for him no matter what. He's been
Rugby's on the clock.
But I don't know. Sometimes you latch on to players, right? And for me, I latched on to Osberger. I've just been following his story for so long. I think he's just a cool dude. That's an exciting team he's on. Chicago is stacked, and that's what kind of scares me a little bit. Is that they could shuffle guys around a bit, but when he gets on the field, the dude is he's got a nose for that try zone. He's the smallest player out there, but look, if he has to fill in that scrum half, maybe he does too.
Logan Widener, oh my gosh, the rookie.
Yeah, I love it.
No, yeah, is Chicago's gonna do way better this year, eh, Fitzy? Chicago, I see so. Nola being also very much improved. And I think those two teams are probably for me the two teams that are going to move up the most.
Well, if you look at the Fox Sports broadcast, right, they released all of the games are going to be on either Fox Sports 1 or Fox Sports 2. And I think San Diego has the most like national games.
Not surprised.
Chicago, actually, I thought they were going to have more. I think they were only 3. The Free Jacks obviously up there. I think maybe 4 times. I could have it wrong a little bit. I think Dallas got 1 or 2, and
Dallas should have none.
I don't know, man. Dallas could be sneaky punchy this year.
I don't know. I think Miami beats them out.
Am I up?
No, it's I'm out.
We're waiting for the overlord.
I think Dallas still is just above the anthem.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, if you're a Free Jacks fan, if you're a New England Free Jacks fan, you got to love that you're starting this season and end this season with the anthem. Like, talk about you're the defending MLR champions, and you start the MLR season against the anthem, and you end it against the anthem.
We were talking about that. Like, what a way, like a start off to the season. Like, you would have thought that they would have opened up with a pretty big like match, but like to literally turn up game to start off. Matt, would you have gone Seattle or Chicago if I had gone Seattle?
No, I would not have.
Okay.
Seattle was my team.
Matt doesn't even know what he's doing this year.
No, but if I went Seattle, would you?
You went Seattle. I would not have picked Chicago.
No.
Okay. He's in your head.
Our stream's still going, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm watching.
I don't see Chicago doing it through. I mean, don't get me wrong, their back row is much improved. Their forward pack is much improved from last year.
But
I don't think Chicago's a bad pick. I just think that Seattle as a team are going to do better than Chicago. But I mean, I wouldn't reach up for Chicago.
If we thought Dylan Fawcett is gonna be good, that means inevitably that Chicago Hounds is gonna be good. Rugby wrap up stuff there.
Fawcett's not on my team though, so I'm okay with
True.
I mean, look, we thought he was going to be good last year. New York stunk, and he was still the top guy, but it wasn't like New York.
That's true.
That's true. Like New York, special teams or their set piece was great. I do think Chicago's going to be better this year. I think Fitzy's on board with me there.
Yeah, Chicago's going to be vastly improved for sure.
I still think the bottom 3 is going to be Carolina last, Dallas second, and LA third last.
Oh, you think Miami's going to come out the gate pretty well?
I think Miami made enough pickups this year that I think they have their back 3 is not up to par with a lot of the other teams.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they have a lot of other good guys on their team that
I guess Los Angeles is
will help
Matt McCarthy's and Rugby Wrap-Up's team this year, because they're going Los Angeles Rugby defense here. So Fitzy, you're up.
Yeah, no. You guys ready for this?
What Fitzy got?
Let's talk through this. So this one, who knows, right? Like, this guy is probably a little longer in tooth. Joining Chicago, he probably won't play that enough, but he's
Oh, I know who it is.
Who is it?
I know. You announce it. I want you to announce it. But I feel like I know.
Dave Carney.
Yeah.
Look at
Jackie Moon.
Jackie Moon. That's such a good name.
He's straight up part owner and playing. So
wait, what? Are you serious?
Tropics? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was that coach? Who was the coach when it was the LA Giltinis and he was like the fly half for a couple games and he was also their coach?
Oh,
Rennie, that was the strength coach, right?
No, the 42-year-old. Oh, that's Dallas had their strength coach who played.
Yeah, no, it was definitely it was definitely LA Giltinis.
Oh yeah, it was the 10. It was the 10 that came in when
Rennie
got injured.
He was a big boy, man.
Hey, that's what happens when you're hammering the beers while you're watching film.
I don't know. I hammer a ton of beers and watch a lot of film, and I don't look like that.
All right, Marno Renalingus, Hokies, second last pick here, and he's going to be wrapping up. Hey, Fitzy, I want to bring on your partner in crime, Bill Baker, onto the show here before we wrap up the show before his thing. So I'll let you make this last pick here, and then we'll go from there.
Let's go, that young American talent.
There you go, Rick Rose.
Rose.
So Marno Renalingus, Blair Cowan for Hokie, and then last pick here is Ricky Rose.
Wasted pick, but that's all right. Let's go, Ricky.
That's okay. It's all about the sentimental value there. So it's all that matters. But hey, Fitzy, great to have you here, man. Really appreciate, excited for the season. Get ready to get your butt kicked by the commissioner.
Well, not by him. Not by him.
No, by me.
But we'll see, man. We're super excited, and hey, we'll have to have you on the show sometime soon, man.
All right, fellas. Good chat with you.
All right, we'll see you later, Fitzy. Yeah, good chatting.
Later, Fitzy. Talk soon.
All right. Well, Maddie, while Rugby Wrap Up is making their pick, I am going to try to get on.
All right. Well, I think I've got mine ready.
Okay.
You think?
Well, I don't know, man.
That's tough for you. You know what? I'm proud of you in your development lately.
Really? Me, my development.
You said puberty finally.
Yeah, I know. Fanny, when are you gonna hit puberty with that head of hair?
Buddy, hey, no. Ryan, don't gas him up. The other one was way better.
The other one was way better. It's hard to follow.
Way better. You can't follow that up with that garbage. Come on now.
Yeah, you're up, Rugby Wrap Up. Yeah,
Rugby
that was
Wrap
a tough one.
Up, yeah.
Yeah, that was garbage. I'll agree.
Yeah, you gotta be better than that, man.
What Fitzy thinks about Damien Hoyland when he joins?
What do you think about?
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I'm trying to get by.
Oh, what's up, Bill? How's it going, man?
I'm good, guys. Sorry, I'm in not my little studio.
Oh, all good. All good.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, guys. Good to actually see you in person.
No kidding, right? Finally, it's outside from hopping on the happy hour with you guys over the voice waves. It sounds like that you guys are stepping up to the video scene, which is pretty.
Yeah, man. I'm like you guys. I got a makeup artist now. I've got.
Oh, really? Is that so? That's actually not in our. That's actually not in our budget.
We're trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's funny is right now during the draft, I'm actually watching my younger self on screen. They're Will Hooley from.
There you go.
Will and I did a Spaces show a couple of years ago during the Repiage, and someone in one of the comments wrote, "Is that a before and after photo?" It was like him and myself. Are you kidding me?
All right. Well, Caleb Geiger went to Rugby Wrap Up. Damien Hoyland, Maddie, for your last pick. I'll start thinking about my pick here quickly. But Maddie, questions you have for Bill here?
Well, I believe it's Mr. Bill or also Mr. Baker is what Fitzy reminded me that I should be going. But I mean, what are your thoughts on some of the who are the most I guess your favorite American guys in the league this year? I'm going to say new guys because obviously we've had a lot of like the normal Nate Oxberg, Christian Dowd, but like guys like Craig Peterson, maybe a young guy like Rick Rose. Who are some of your favorites that are coming into the league this year?
Sorry, guys, wiping my lens there. He's not new. Obviously, all know Sam Gullah. I mean, he's exciting. He was on our show early last year, and he's excited to be like that guy. He definitely takes on a whole role of maybe transcending us into the 31 World Cup. He understands if he succeeds, he could help others succeed and make it in the league, or as international players as well. So I like him a lot. He well-spoken. He really striving well to play. And then I look at guys like the Wilson brothers. I know, Mitch plays with Free Jackson's brother. Mitch's brother, his brother got his first cap with Mitch during the La Villa Cup. So it was cool to see Bailey out there getting his minutes. And we, Fitzy and I talked to Scott Lawrence about Bailey, and we kind of asked him, like, did you put him on the field just to kind of get the brothers together? He says, no. He's got some skills. He's like, I see what you're saying there, and it happens, but no, he's a good player. He could be somewhat of a future of this team as well. So
I mean, there's a reason why Utah has him as their captain. Right?
Yeah,
like it's not just a coincidence that he is the captain and has been the captain of Utah for I think the past 2 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's definitely a skill player. I'm actually surprised that was his first cap. I would have thought that he would have gotten it earlier.
Yeah, I know. And then, I don't know if you remember this at all, but there was when the Free Jacks played at Utah last year, Mitch Wilson got his clocked knocked out. And if you remember that match at all. I remember
that. Yep.
And Mitch and Bailey's family were all there to watch it. And even Scott was like, yeah, that was a tough one to be around to see. When someone gets knocked out like that, that's hard. But that goes to say a lot about Mitch and a lot about Bailey, family and all that stuff. And Mitch bounced back, obviously. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, how you feeling about your team though? How you feel? You like the team that you have? Reichert Hadding for the first pick. I was a big fan. Jason Potras. That's a nice way to kind of go 1-2.
Yeah, Reichert was big for me last year until he got hurt. I mean, he was huge for me for a bit. But you know what? Actually, other than Patros, who's going to be great off the tee, hopefully, Josh Larson, I think, is going to be big for me. He is a captain for the Free Jacks. Yeah. He dislocated his shoulder early in the year, but when he plays a lot of minutes. And he's not the kind of lock that comes out in the 50th or 60th minute. He plays 80+ minutes a match. So I'm excited about him. And of course, the Free Jacks defense is really strong, very physical. And then you look at a guy like, I think I have a couple of, what do you want to call them? Sleepers. Davis Still is going to be a stud for Anthem. The only problem for him is it's Anthem. You got one guy can't do it all. So
that's been the sentiment across everywhere, is that people are not very high on how the Anthem are going to do this year.
Yeah, and I'm going to be in Charlotte next weekend for that match. I'm actually doing a bunch of interviews with Davis Still, a few other players. And I'll have my Free Jack shirt underneath my other shirt. But so I'm going to hopefully get some good insight with those guys. But I'm excited about David. He's a strong player. Jake Turnbull. But as y'all, like we just said, I mean, one or two guys doesn't make it. But I'm excited about the whole idea of that team.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's crazy to think of kind of the sentiment that we were at, towards the December of the season when it came to Major League Rugby and losing all those teams, and then to bring it back in this way with a team like that. I mean, Matt and I were talking about how obviously there was an effort here with the Toronto Arrows to do kind of something similar with that with Rugby Canada, and it seems like the Anthem are going about it the right way, and it wasn't as successful for at least for Canada, at least how they're playing right now, but hopefully it can follow through here with what the Eagles are trying to do.
Yeah, I think it's big for both teams. I hope World Rugby doesn't forget about Canada. It would soon to be like a whole thing together, not just USA and North America. I would hope that World Rugby would be behind and do the same thing for Canada eventually. But who knows? Maybe Vancouver, that team in Vancouver, the Swans or whoever they're called, will be the next.
Yeah, there you go.
I saw that coming up. I don't know how I feel about that. Ryan, you want to announce a couple picks?
Yeah, Miami Shark. I picked Jason Higgins for my handcuff with Nick McCarthy. So trying to figure out who the heck is going with Chicago. LaRouge Rugby going with Miami for the defense set piece. And Bill, you're going with Connor Mooneyham. Kind of, he was an early pick by you, Maddie, last year. Should be interesting.
He had a tough year last year.
That's a tough, because their back three room is pretty stacked. I mean, you look at that Futi, you look at Tony Pulu they brought in. They have Duncan Matthews, and Connor Mooneyham, I think, won't play at 15, so he'll play on the wing. But he started last year and then immediately was kind of dropped because Futi was in form.
And and just to tap on that, Mooneyham, I think, is lost a lot of confidence last year because he was out of favor with Scott Lawrence. with the team as well. So he kind of dropped off. So I'm hoping he, in the off season, maybe did a bit of Christian Dyer workouts where he's running marathons and getting pumped, that kind of stuff. So hopefully Mooneyham gets back. We've had him on the show also in the old Eagle Eyed podcast, and he was driven to do well and make the Eagles roster. So maybe I'm hoping he'll be that way again and get that spot back on the team.
And he had a great rookie season. I mean,
yeah,
he was good. It was surprising to see the way that he kind of just fell off after the first 3 games. But I'm with you. I hope that he does well. I kind of want to run back to the comment about Canada. I mean, I don't know. I don't think Canada is going to get the same treatment.
Yeah.
Just, there's no Rugby World Cup there. The Rugby World Cup is in the US.
Right.
And I don't know. Canada's not doing much to try and help either. Like, it's US, I think, is doing a lot more than Canada to try and grow the game and try to develop young players. I think Canada's got some bright spots, but I just think, I don't know. They got to fix something in my eyes. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it is. I know there's the new Vancouver Highlanders as well, run by the former UBC coach Curry Hitchborn, which I hope does well as too. But it's tough. I don't know. I don't know what their next steps are in Canada to develop young players.
Hey, before you make the next announcement, really fast, they're doing something right with the women's side. They're great.
That is true. That is true.
Figure out what to do with that. And during my playing days, and Fitzy would always give me a hard time because I always bring up every show about my playing days because that's why I do. Canada, even back in college where else when I played, Canada was the country that had clubhouses. They had nice pitches. They had everything that we didn't have in America. So back then I'm thinking, why don't we have that? And something's happened where it's kind of switching for the men's side, but women are doing great in Canada.
Well, hey, the clubhouses are still there. The teams just suck that play on
it. That's true. But hey, we got Marcel Brackey coming in for Vandy here, and then Old War DC defense to wrap up Stephen Lowen's team. And then Matt, you got the final pick with John to kind of wrap up.
You
this
have
draft
the last
here.
pick. He's trying to figure out what defenses are left.
I think there is
like
Dallas, NOLA, and Carolina.
Carolina, yeah.
What about LA? LA too?
No, LA's taken.
No.
Three left.
Yeah. Well, tough pickings for him. I would go NOLA if I was him because I think NOLA is going to be one of the more improved teams this year.
Yeah.
Who do you
think the Free Jacks are repeating?
Yeah.
I think they have a very good chance to repeat. They kept pretty much the entire coaching staff except for one assistant coach. They added more than they lost. And you look at the key players who did really well with the team last year, like Kyle Sekera, the mullet guy.
Yeah.
Cam Davidovich, who scored tonight in the game that no one could actually see because the quality sucked. But
it was awful.
Those are players you don't really know, right? You might have heard Davidovich. You actually heard of Pot Roast or whatever his nickname is now. But now they've gotten better, right? And so they won with these guys. And Kyle Sekera wasn't on the sidelines. He started in those matches.
Yeah.
So now they're really coming in their own. And now Kyle is actually on the radar as far as USA goes. I don't think he's a qualified international prop, but I can't see why not. If LaRue gets healthy within the first quarter of the season and he's a starter, there's no reason for me to believe why they couldn't at least get to the finals again.
Music to my ears. If I want LaRue Milan playing as fast as possible with this fantasy pick that I got, I'm banking on it. But I mean, they're the team to beat, right? I think historically they've just been a very, very well run franchise. I mean, what team scares you the most? Though, would you say outside of all the other teams? Like, does the emergence of Chicago really worry you at all? I know there's a lot of hype around them. There's a lot of hype around them last year, but obviously that didn't pan out. San Diego, they had some losses from their roster. It doesn't seem that consistent thing, but I mean, San Diego will do San Diego things. What's the team that kind of worries you the most to kind of threaten New England's chances of repeating?
I look at a team like Chicago. the good thing about a team like New York going under is they had a lot of quality players, and then they spread out the teams like Chicago. I think they're still figuring out who they are, and I really think Chicago could be tough for them. But you don't know. I mean, no, obviously not LA, not Carolina. But I would say Chicago. Seattle's always strong. Utah is always a tough team.
Yeah.
So love to hear it.
Yeah. That's one thing I love about this league. It's like, I think the Free Jacks will get to the finals, get close to it, but it's going to be tough. There's some tough teams out there.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
I think Seattle's improved a lot. But yeah,
absolutely.
Ryan, go ahead and announce.
Yeah, I guess final pick of the 2024 draft, Nola Gold, John wrapping it all up. So before you go, Bill, the thing that I'll ask you is how you feel about your overall now 15 players. You got your New England Free Jack, right?
Yep.
You got Patros as your starting fly half. You think you're overtaking Maddie this year for a Fantasy Ruckers championship?
I mean, it's a given. I mean, obviously, I'm going to win it.
Oh, baby.
There you go.
I got Ben Landry. Ben Landry is my sleeper. People forget about him. That guy's huge, and he will be. He was going to score probably 7 tries from this year. In a good life, he'll score 7 tries.
Yeah.
Hey, before you let me go, let me tell you guys something. Fitzy and I know I mentioned it earlier. We have a new podcast coming out probably early April.
Okay.
We're recording it in March, and it has to do with beer and rugby. Okay. I mean, obviously, those two things never go together. They don't go together, right?
No, not at all. Not at all. No.
Yes.
But
we're excited about it, and it's going to be fun. Yeah.
Awesome. So we're looking forward to it. I mean, I think that's what it's all about. What we're trying to do, create more content that's surrounding this beautiful sport, and hopefully we can keep it
and beer
going.
And beer.
And beer.
Cheers.
So, well, cheers. Yes. Bill, thank you so much. Eagles Overseas. Make sure you check them out. They got the happy hour every week on X that you can go check out, which is always fun stuff. And Bill, hopefully you won't have too much success this fantasy season now that I'm a part of it. We'll see what you do here.
Sorry.
It's all good. All right. Well, hey, thank you, Bill. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of your night. And we'll chat with you later.
Thanks, guys. See you.
All right. Well, that was Bill Baker of Eagles Overseas. And we did it, guys. We got through 3 hours.
Not even midnight.
Not even midnight. I'm pretty sure last year it took till midnight.
And we're sober this time.
All right. Yeah. Speak for yourself there, bud.
What? You had 2 beers, bud.
Whatever. I don't want to talk about it. All right. I did a dry January. Cut me some slack.
Well,
dry
I guess
you've done a dry 27 years.
Well, to wrap it
anyways,
all
up, before we go, hold on. Before we go, Dallas Jackals beat New England Free Jacks.
I wanted to say something to Bill about that.
Yeah.
I guess now we're all off the New England train.
No. But that's crazy.
Yeah, you should probably trade me Lou Milan now.
No, I like that pick. How do you feel about your teams, boys? Like your teams?
Buddy, I'm surprised you guys like yours after looking at mine.
Is that so?
Relax.
Is that so?
All right. Have fun choosing between Jason Robertson and Graydon Bell.
I am now regretting. I wish I picked Ben Landry.
Really? Just because he said that he's a beast?
Yeah.
I think you could have picked Andrew Coe. Ryan, you got a good pick with Leroy Milan, but I do think that actually, what was a big pick that I don't know how I feel about that Davey Coates pick. It makes me feel better that you have AJ Alatino.
Yes.
But I mean, do you want to be the worst for you, Ryan? If Davey Coates they both start. Davey Coates starts with kicking off the tee in the first half, and then AJ Alatino finishes off later.
Yeah,
that would suck for you.
That would suck. That
would also suck for me if that happens between Gillo and
you're in the same boat. But hey, at least we got fly hats from good teams. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I'm back, I guess. We'll see. We'll see.
Now you get to learn the fly half struggle.
Maybe I'll be a SaberCats fan. I like their jersey.
Scrum half.
We'll see.
Is Holden Younger still in the league?
Yeah, he is. You should have drafted him. I don't know why you didn't draft
just
Yoga.
pick him up.
So, anyways, well, hey, it was fun as always every single year when we do this.
Yeah.
It's great. And the fact that it started off on our first year just getting through a few rounds, and then last year we kind of forced ourselves to get through all 15, and then this year we were pretty efficient with the picks and everything. I wish I had
so too.
wish I had 4 hands to kind of, keep everything going. But
the other thing is we are much better with pronunciations, Ryan. I think
we did not. I think the only one was Tavita
Lopetti.
Tavita Lopetti.
Well, you basically botched Nakuru, but that's okay.
Henry Nakuru.
Yeah, the G sound.
Yeah.
I know you keep on saying that. I get it. Well, hey, it was a lot of fun stuff. Again, for all of our viewers, the fantasy league and the road to the championship to get your name on that jersey behind me begins now. Again, we have 4 other
Where's
leagues
my
that
name,
are.
bud?
I know we got to put your name on there. We got four other leagues that are going on right now. Their drafts are still going, and we'll see whether or not we have that. So here's one final look at the draft results there. Pretty fun night there, boys. So good stuff.
Always
Pretty good night. Hey, thanks for joining us, friends.
Yeah. Hey, Vandy, thanks for joining us on this episode, dude. It's good to have you back.
Yeah. You know what? When they don't have it on Sundays, easier to get to.
Yeah, there we go. Well, we'll try to make it change for you and get you back on soon. Maddie and I will be on another edition of the podcast this coming week. It'll be our first preview show for round number 1. Can't believe it is finally here in terms of starting off the season. I guess we'll get kicked off here with a nice little fantasy go here. So anything else for the people, Maddie, Vandy, before we head out here?
No, I got nothing. Vandy?
All right.
I'm still hurt after that hairline joke.
All right. For Devin Vandy Vanderpool, for Matt Yee, I'm Ryan Yee, and we'll be back this week with another edition of the Fantasy Ruckers Show.
You've been listening to the Fantasy Ruckers Show, bringing fantasy rugby to the masses, covering everything rugby from the MLR and beyond. We hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure to like, rate, and review, and be sure to tell all your friends. We'll be back soon, but in the meantime, connect with us on social media at the Fantasy Ruckers. Till next time, this is the Fantasy Ruckers Show, signing off.